Welcome to Sonus, a world of magic and mystery. Today you will witness a dwarf, true and noble, a gnome, greedy and sly, a buffalo riding savage man, and a half-orc necromancer, bent to raise the dead. They will set out on a journey beyond belief and full of adventure. Please enjoy.
Did you add that to my character sheet, or do I need to?
You can add it. I mean, I'm gonna remember, but I don't forget things like that.
Well, no, I just need to add the other thing.
Okay. Oh yeah, that thing. I see.
Hey, you added some stats for my skeletons.
I didn't add stats. I just made sheets so they can drag them easier.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are outside the town of Fenhold, all gathered together, the four of you. Peasus walks off. Apparently he's got some business, and he does little air quotes to take care of. You haven't seen Trap Otto for quite a bit. You don't know what happened to that guy.
I think we should.
Regardless.
Oh, the tree-looking one?
You're outside of Fenhold. What do you guys do?
What was we doing before?
Oh yeah, we were leaving Fenhold because kill us.
I thought we were gonna go get the one girl and then give her to the other guy.
You dirty.
Yes.
Would that new thing that I got fall under special abilities and attacks, or what did it put it?
You can put it wherever you want, just so you know what it does. It's once per day. So yeah, you're outside of Fenhold, and you are free to go where you please. Do you guys explain the situation to Boggin? You feel free to do so.
Boggin.
I don't remember what happened fully other than I got really old.
Didn't we piss off the count somehow?
Yeah.
Yeah, we dug up a tomb, and it pissed off the count because apparently it's some like ancient undead guy who was pretty crazy. Necromancer.
They gave us 10 days to dig it. We don't think we can do it, and now we're leaving.
So yeah, we're just gonna dip. Go ahead and leave him behind. I might come up later in our lifetime, but we don't know. We don't care. We're on a mission.
Wait, leaving them behind, does that piss off the count further, or?
See, we just can't go back to Fenhold, or else we're gonna get executed.
For now.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh.
So the current plan, because of that, is to we're gonna go get his niece because his niece got kidnapped. So we're gonna go get his niece and bring it to the town of Reading, who Fenhold is at war with, and then they'll have a hostage and some more like say on stuff. So.
And why are we helping Reading?
Because Fenhold wants to execute us.
Murder us.
Well, technically not yet. In 4 days.
Yeah.
And in 4 days they're going to execute us for why again?
Because we dug up a tomb.
They
Some evil
okay.
person.
So
And why only in 4 days?
Because
Well,
we
it was
gave
10
us
days,
10
but we
days.
gave up.
And then we
10 days to do what?
to bury the tomb
Rebury
again.
it.
But the thing is we would only have like 4 people to do that because the workers we paid to unbury this tomb, all are scared because of a ghost that
is still
may
there.
or may not still be there.
Huh.
Yep. But hey, my dog has armor now, so that's cool.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. How's your day, Ben?
All right. What do you guys do?
Let's go to the camp. Any adjustments?
I mean, I don't really want to go to the camp yet. I think we should go and like take over Stormybrook for headquarters.
If we go to Stormybrook, he's gonna send, or people are gonna come get us. We should do that when we're more friendly with Reading, or talk to them first.
Well, the thing is we go capture Stormybrook and then we give it to Reading as a basic command.
How are we gonna hold it?
Good rolls.
So
no. Here's what we do: we go to Reading first, all right, and then we tell them that we're going to capture Stormybrook for them, and then we capture Stormybrook, and then they send in their troops and they hold it.
Okay, works.
I think we should go get that girl first.
Yeah, what about the niece?
I
can be a sign that we're serious and we're not just,
We're not
pulling the
harming.
leg.
We're not harming the niece, by the way.
Yeah, we're not harming.
We're just kidnapping her again and giving her to Reading.
We're joining the war, pretty much.
Yeah.
We're picking sides.
All right. So, do you guys? Where do you head? Do you head to Stormybrook? Do you head to the camp?
I think we should go to the girl.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't
If
see
everyone else
Titus's
feels about it.
So,
token, by the way.
you go to air quotes rescue the girl.
Yeah.
I don't see Titus's piece, by the way.
Oh yeah,
It's-
I forgot our crazy buffalo. I accidentally pulled the pieces instead. There we go.
Oh, you're good.
I just noticed it.
All right, so you guys start heading towards
I guess
the
I'll be the one
camp.
leading there because.
all right,
know.
you lead. You're walking towards the camp, and yeah, it's gonna take about from where you were, less than a day. Just about, it looks like. Yep, less than a day. So you're walking through the woods, and eventually you come to that same river, Mathen, that you were led to before by the goblin. By the way, I would like to remind you guys, you also have a goblin strapped to, I believe, Rufus?
Rufus.
Yeah. He is... feed me! Hungry! In Goblin,
We already- I
if you
fed him.
understand
I already
Goblin.
Yeah, we.
Oh, you're
we
feeding
fed
him? Okay.
I
At the very end of the last
fed him at the
session.
very end of the last.
He's
campaign.
still screaming and asking, "Release me! Let me go! Please!"
Shut
Okay, why
up.
not- I'm gonna like put. I'm just gonna tie his mouth up.
Okay, you gag him,
Well, don't.
and you hear.
Can I cut his tongue out?
Don't. No.
Do you do that?
No.
Yeah.
The moment you go towards his mouth with a knife, I'm hitting you with a mace.
That's metagaming.
Okay, but you see him go towards the goblin. Do you have your knife like out, or are you being like discreet, rotund about this?
I'm gonna go threaten him first.
Okay, you go up, and what do you say to him?
I'm gonna say, hey, if you don't shut up right now, I'm gonna cut out your tongue.
Okay, give me a charisma check.
Oh boy, this is not gonna go well.
Oh my god!
He immediately just looks at you. His eyes go wide, and he just goes quiet. And then you see his eyes kind of shift around nervously, as much as he can. He's tied to the side of a buffalo, so it's kind of hard for him to like see much besides what's like directly in front of him.
What a start to the session, guys. That one right off the bat.
Yeah, no, he's quiet. Mathen, you are at this river. Do you remember what the goblin told you?
I do. He said go down the river, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. So you go upwards or downwards? Like south or north?
I don't remember what the river looked like. He said go down the river towards
I'm
the
gonna,
moving water.
I'm gonna like pull up the gag from the goblin and tell him to point us in the right direction, or I'll cut out his tongue.
He points you north to where the
Okay.
river's flowing.
Put the gag
That's
on.
what I said, to where the river's flowing.
Yep,
You
you're
tell me
correct.
if that's north, south, east, or west.
You're
I
correct.
said down the river.
He said where the river's flowing at the end, but regardless, I was just trying to be clear where you guys are going. So you go down the river, and who is leading?
Titus, I'm assuming. Titus is our tanky boy.
Now that we know where, we
Right.
know where we are. And
Titus,
He's
give me a
the
perception
tough
check.
KB. No, I failed. Ow. Fuck.
Okay, Titus is walking, and he's leading you guys, and you're going through this plains area, and you guys probably thought you would have seen this sooner, but you come to a point in the river where it's still continuing, and like 70 feet away, you see palisade walls. Maybe you guys just weren't paying enough attention, but they're 70 feet in front of you.
I blame the necromancer.
Okay.
Why
Is there,
blame
like
the
a,
Necro?
is there a visible entrance anywhere in these walls?
You see no visible entrance from the side you're looking at.
Make-
However, down
Ask
the
the
river,
goblin if this
down
is
the
it.
river, you see if you're peering closely, you see like a plank that looks like a small bridge.
I would ask the goblin if this is it.
He goes,
I'm gonna slap him and then take off his gag.
all right, you take off his
Oh.
gag, and
Forgot he's
he goes, yes?
What do we expect in there?
What do you mean by it?
your camp.
God, you're a retard.
That's where we live, yeah?
I'm gonna ask him what to expect in there, enemy-wise.
He
You've been
laughs.
tied to a buffalo for a few days.
He gives a laugh. Well, you're gonna meet Jarviscus.
He seems like a friendly guy. I'm a necromancer. He'll like me, I think.
Okay, well, since we can see the camp, I'm just gonna drop him off Rufus.
Just drop him off.
While still tied up, right?
Yeah, he's still tied up. I'm just like shoving him off.
So you
like,
keep him tied and you shove him off. He sits on the ground looking at you. You're gonna die.
I'm gonna kick him into the river.
Okay, now you can kick him in the river
You
for that
kick
comment.
him into the river, and he falls in. Desperately tries to swim and rolls a 19 on his check, and starts to drown and flow down the river towards the camp.
I'm gonna give him a dab and then keep walking.
Okay, you see him rapidly picking up pace towards that bridge that you saw leading into camp. While he floats down the river. He's not moving anymore, though. And,
Should we go now, or should we wait for them to see the dead goblin?
yeah,
Be on alert.
he's right about at the bridge at this point.
Maybe it's a dam, not a bridge.
Alright, let's...
I say we continue.
okay,
We
let's
already
keep
sent
going.
them a gift. Like we have to go say hi.
shit.
No, we have to let them thank us for the gift that we sent them.
I swear, if my goblin's not in there at all, I'm gonna cry.
If your goblin's not in there?
The goblin that I helped,
Oh, did you let
or
him
not
free?
around. I did,
I forgot.
after the wolves.
Alright, hold on.
This
I'm
is why
going
we
to
don't-
cry, and I'm gonna be sad.
This is why we don't let you.
Well, we're probably gonna murder it. So
Yeah. So, here we go.
I am.
I don't plan on letting no goblins live.
You guys see this encampment before you. You guys are down here. So as you get here, you see that right here, there is rock walls.
Alright, so these are like, wait, are these like the palisade walls or like?
No,
So
Palisades
this
in the
side
back.
is palisade. This side is just like big rocks that they put together
Okay.
in like a kind of like thing holding like the front. If you went into the river and tried to climb up them, you'd figure you'd have some trouble unless you were kind of tall.
Oh, dude.
And could stand in the river without being knocked over. Alright, let me have Titus.
How deep is this river?
This and that.
But you can definitely see over these rocks, by the way. That's why you can see into the encampment. And you see what you see in the map. How deep is the river?
Yeah.
You go put your toe in, or like, what do you do to test
I
that?
mean,
I mean, we threw the goblin in there. We have some idea.
Well, we threw the goblin in and he floated because he was gagged. So we don't know if he's like.
Oh, he sunk eventually because he was struggling, trying to swim, trying to stay afloat. It's
I'm gonna-
kind of rapid. It's like fast
Oh,
flowing.
so okay. I'm just gonna ignore that then, and I think we should walk on up, boys.
Okay, wait, before we do that,
They
could
already
I,
see us.
in theory, attach a grapple hook to my rope, throw that into like the rocks and hit like a crevice, like a hold, and use that to get up and over the rocks without,
Give me a ping to where you're trying to do this. And are you gonna like?
Hello?
So you're gonna go
Shit.
grapple it, right?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna try and like, are you gonna try and wade through the water? Are you gonna try and like tie it to something else on the other end and like tightrope walk? What are you planning?
Just just walk through the water, get over to the rope, like holding
Alright,
it.
so you're gonna use it as like a kind of pulley to hold you.
Yeah, kinda.
All right.
Just straight up as like a grapple climbing rope type deal.
Give me a roll to hit, +1 for your Thaco to see if you can kind of sink it in, and then I'm gonna need a strength check to see if you can pull
That's
yourself
bad.
up. Right.
I mean,
That is a miss for the roll to hit. You go to
All
throw
right,
it,
well-
and it just lands in the water as you toss it. But you can pull it back. It's not like it's
Yeah.
it's
pull
drifting
it
down,
back.
but you can definitely get it back in time. Yeah, and you have your grappling hook again.
I'll give it one more. I'll give it one more toss.
All right, give it a toss.
All right, fuck.
You go to toss it, and you see the goblin on the ground look pitiful, and you're like, "Aw!" And then you just kind of like drop it right at your feet, and you're like, This is just madness.
Can I try to throw it?
We'll just walk up.
Yeah, anyone? I mean, if he lets you.
Yeah, you guys want to throw it? You guys want to take a shot?
Yes.
All right, give me a D20.
Good.
Nope.
So
Christ.
he grabs the grappling hook and kind of like looks at it, and he's like, "This is a bad idea," and he just kind of hands it back to you.
No, give it back. I'm trying again.
All right, you try.
I'm determined. Guys, go battle. I'm gonna be here until this works.
Okay, at this point, you take the grappling hook and you hit the rock, right? And it clanks against it, making a loud ding. And you hear some commotion from over here.
Oh shit! Alright,
Hear some
gotta
voices.
Stop throwing the...
Thank you
Throwing
for
the
announcing
grappling
our
around.
presence.
Well, I mean, if we walk through the front door, it's gonna be the same deal.
The thing
And,
is, I speak Goblin, so I can talk to these people.
You see a goblin
Hey, so do I.
peering over the rock at you, kind of like his hands like are just kind of like crawling up it, and then you see his little eyes and his little flat face and his pointy nose look at you, and he's like, intruders! And do you guys want to roll for initiative?
I want to like, can I try to flag him down or something instead of?
You could-
He already yelled it. So.
You want to speak? I mean, you can speak to him right now. You have a couple seconds before we.
Well, we're already
That's
going
it.
to the battle, so.
All right, roll initiative. Okay,
Wait, we went low on initiative, right?
That
yeah,
work?
Dude, that's 2 nat 1s in a row.
that does work. Boggin 10. What did you get?
Okay.
You got a 1 rotund. Or you-
Oh, I got the slowest possible. Holy fuck.
Yes, you did. 15. Yikes. All right, and then we got you with a 7. All right, and let's roll for some gobbies.
Oh. I'm assuming they're attacking us over that bridge, right?
You're not sure what they're gonna do yet.
That's what. As soon as you yelled intruders, I'm start running to the bridge. That's somewhere their numbers won't matter.
That was a 10. Oops. All right.
Yeah, you said we have a couple seconds. So can we start
Rotund, you
moving
do
up?
go first, so you can do as you will.
Can you drop me my my boys, my skeletons?
Your boys, sure. Just give me a quick sec. What do you have? 2 animals or 1?
I have 2 skeletons. I have 3 goats.
You have 3 goats.
I have
Oh,
3 goats.
didn't one of them die or something?
Nope, I got another one. Wait, so yes, one of them did die, but I got another one. So I've got 3 goats, and then I have my dog and my regular skeleton.
Yep. Alright, as far as your dog goes, for now it's going to sit next to you unless we really need to do something with it. I'm trying to roll initiative here. Anyway, you're going to go first, so just to clear an action. We have these guys. There we go.
I'm just gonna go ahead and start moving up.
You're going to start moving up? Alright, give me your movement.
I'm
One
gonna
of
go
the,
here, and I want all of my skeletons to continue surrounding.
One of the goblins have a tick next to their 15.
Yeah. We'll fix that.
That
in a
doesn't
second.
matter.
Alright. It might.
Uh,
Not sure.
Wait, you should have Boggin and that goblin roll again to see which one of their 15s goes first.
No, they'll go at the same time, technically. As far as everything goes. Ascending. Alright. There we go. So you went first, then...
I want my skeletons to surround me so I don't get
Alright.
archered.
I believe you
Wait.
can you move them? You should be able to.
No.
Alright. So yeah, you hear some rustling inside the camp. 3, 4, 5, 6. Many of these goblins go before you, actually. Alright.
I can't move my skeletons.
Doop. What the heck is this one? Oh, this is this guy. This one continues to peer at you and says, "Intruders, be gone or die."
Be gone.
I take it you guys don't listen to his...
You really are.
Just give him the finger.
Give him the finger.
I'm just gonna dab on them.
Dab on them haters. All right.
I'm using my barbarian and my other 5e campaign as a.
Mathen, your turn. Round. What do you do?
I move to it about the same way he is and just get ready.
You move there and get ready?
Can you move my skeletons around me so I feel secure and happy?
You should be able to move them.
You definitely cannot.
You can't?
Cannot.
Sure, there you go. They're making they're like trying to get you to do a pyramid in like a cheerleader fashion.
Yes.
Yeah.
I command them
Well,
all
the
to
shield should be to the left.
Titus.
The goblins are.
What do you do?
Titus, I'm not on Rufus. I hopped off Rufus right now, telling him to stay back. I'll move like here.
Rotund, try and move one.
Wait, how many?
You should be able to.
Somebody check a rock at this guy.
Just check it out. What are you doing?
Shut up.
Oh wait, I could have checked a rock. Dang it.
Damn, y'all could chuck the rock.
No, I had an extra movement.
So you can move 15 movement with Rufus.
I'm not on Rufus.
You're not on Rufus? Where's Rufus?
No, I don't have a thing for him.
Is he just
He's
back
like,
here or something?
Yeah.
Alright.
Do you really want to leave Rufus alone?
He can defend himself.
I think he may have gotten scared the last time he faced these goblins.
There we go.
Apparently
That's
Rufus
Red
almost
Square's
died.
Rufus.
Alright, cool.
He came very close to dying, yes.
Is he still hurt? I can help him.
No, he's fully healed now.
That gets
No,
up to
we're all
here.
back.
Wait,
You know,
what?
5 of my HP instead of 4.
I wouldn't have left town yet if he wasn't fully healed. Or I wouldn't have.
Alright,
here
Boggin,
yet.
what do you do?
Alright, so it's like, I'll just move like my max amount, right? That's just like 6.
You wish to, yes. You move 6, and you are up to here.
Perfect. That's exactly where I wanted you to go.
And yeah, the goblins all pound up around this small bridge, and you see them like clustering together in like a sort of spear wall, getting ready to receive any actions you guys may do. They look ready with their spears. And Rotund, I suppose it is your turn.
Here you go. Is that a baby? I guess I'll just do the same thing and I'll move up.
Alright, you move up.
Yeah, I'll move up to here and I want all of my skeletons like in front of me.
Okay, you move up.
Someone's not
I think
having
a
very
child
good-
maybe be dying. So the goblins, you hear ah, ah, coming from one of the tents. This one right here, screaming of a small child.
Smack him.
All right. So you move up. Where do you move? Move your token.
Oh yeah, do that guy.
You're using ruler, possibly. That could be the issue.
Well, yeah, I was. I just
And try your skeletons again. You should be able to move them if you click on them and do the same thing.
Negative.
That doesn't make any sense. Okay. I'm being logicked right now, guys.
I want them in a line in front of me.
All right.
Yeah.
And as you move up out of the main tent, you spot a 6-foot-tall man leave. He's in full plate mail. He's got like a big tower shield and a big mace. And he lifts his hand in the air and he appears to be casting a spell. And then
Spellcraft. Can I see what spell that is?
give me a check. It's your int.
1d20?
Yeah. Yeah, is that a pass? Yes.
Do you want it above or below?
He is casting command, and he's pointing at... You want below. 1, 2, 3. He points at Rotund and says, die. And I'm going to need a save versus spell, Rotund.
Wait, command, like the spell I'm using, or is there a different one?
Wait.
The same one. Yeah.
You can't cast die with that spell. You can't do that.
Yes, you read the spell.
What's
Wait,
that
you-
Alright.
Read the spell.
Hold on. 2E command can just tell people to die.
Just give me a save versus spell. Guys, let's...
I'm checking mine really quick.
Just a D20, you're looking to get above a 12.
I am not excited about this one. Okay, we're in clear.
That is a fail. You want above a 12 for saves.
What?
For saves? It's always been that way.
Saves you roll high.
Ability
skill
checks
roll
are the
low.
only one you want low on. Alright, so he points at you and says, die, and you feel your consciousness slipping from you as you fall unconscious. Rotund.
How many spells do I have again?
All right.
3, right?
These goblins all sit here and wait your actions. Mathen, it is your turn. What do you
what's
do?
the guy do? Are still up?
So I'm at 0 HP, or am I just like passed out?
You're passed out.
So I didn't lose any HP.
No.
Okay. Can you move my skeletons in a line in front of me? Because that's where I want to learn.
Okay. Like that?
Like how I have that purple line drawn.
Oh, like that. Okay. This. All right. I never got XP from last session. Yes, you did. I put it on your
Did
sheet.
I just deleted my own. Wow. Okay. Did not know I could
I
do
believe
that.
you did.
He's gone.
Maybe you didn't.
fucking vanished.
Regardless,
No, I didn't.
it wouldn't have leveled you anyway, so we'll fix it later if that's the case. I'll have to check though.
Yeah, no.
Regardless, but Mathen, what do you do?
Wait, I think he lost his initiative.
Oh yeah, he did.
Who?
I
Yeah,
would
he did.
move. I would start casting command. So I think I had 1 command, 2 light heals.
Yep. Who do you cast it at?
I'll cast it right. I'll cast it.
Okay.
Um,
What does it look
Cast
like, by the way, when you cast it? Cast it at that guy?
the one right in the middle. Yeah.
Alright.
No, wait. Why don't you cast it on the big boy who just cast it on me?
He fails
Because
to
he
save.
probably has a lot of power against it.
So, but the thing is even if you roll high on it, it's a
What do you say
one-
as a command?
Right?
What are you saying? What word?
I don't. No, I was gonna tell this guy to betray, but if I'm gonna do it on this one, what did I say?
You're doing it on this guy?
Mhm,
Alright.
alright,
Give me something.
die.
Die?
That's-
Alright.
Do what he did.
Let's see here. Well, if you cast it on that guy, let's see if he passes his save.
I'm pretty sure he is.
No, wait, hold on. God, no. You see the big 6-foot man in plate mail crumple to the ground.
Oh, they worked out.
what a great spell. Absolutely balanced.
Titus, it is your
I
turn.
don't think they're dead. I think
No,
they're gonna come back
How
alive
many
next turn.
squares can I move?
You can move 15 on Rufus off of 12.
I mean, these goblins love him, so wouldn't they be scared that he kind of fell?
I would actually agree that should be a morale check, but you are the DM. So.
I'm gonna move right up here.
Okay.
He's
You
the
move up
ones
there.
that can directly see him, I guess.
Do you do anything else?
Nope.
All right. A couple of the goblins look over behind them, hearing the plate mail hit the ground, and their eyes widen as this happens, and they look nervous and kind of hold their spears ready. Yeah.
If
And then we
if
get
you-
to
I was
Boggin.
saying goblin. If you leave now, we won't hurt you. See if we can get any of them to leave.
Okay.
Okay, I don't think die is a viable command for commands.
Yes, it is.
You're gonna come at. It only lasts to the round.
You're not. You gotta read the spell, dude. Like you
I'm
gotta.
reading it right now.
I did.
now.
That's the only reason I wanted.
No, I'm looking.
A
I'm
command to die causes the creature to fall in a faint or calif. Stop arguing with me, please, guys. We're not gonna do this. Like I'm reading the spell right here for 1 round. Like I hate having to read the spell. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I've already said this is how it works. All right, Boggin. It is your
Yeah.
turn.
All right. More approaching. So it's what 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go.
All right. You do the movement.
Yep,
And it
just-
comes around to this goblin. He looks nervous as well. Rotund.
I'm gonna just send my skeleton army in.
All right, you send them forward. Also, you wake up. You can't move. You can have a minor action like speaking to send your skeletons. Where do you send them?
Right into battle, dude.
Alright, you send them right into the front lines. In any other order than this, or no?
Yeah, that's actually perfect. Can I have them attack right now, or is that a full movement?
That is, I think for your animals, that's a full movement. You could have your skeleton definitely attack, I believe.
Alright, I will have him swing on the man.
Alright, give me a d20 against the goblin. They are in leather armor, by the way, and have little shields. A 7 is a miss as you go to, or as your skeleton goes to strike the goblin with his short sword, correct? He stabs into the wooden little buckler they have and misses. Okay, the goblins in the back look impatient at their leader, hoping he might stand up. They start to look scared. This one here goes to attack with a 12. What is your arm skeleton's AC, Rotund?
The regular one?
7. Alright.
Oh, hang on. I'm just testing something.
That is just barely a miss as it stabs its tiny little spear into the shield in front of it. It does this goblin. Alright. The rest of the goblins do not get their turn.
Still testing.
Or
Okay,
they don't attack. This guy back here wakes up from the spell,
There we go, okay.
looking somewhat confused, and looks to you all and bellows, "You will pay for what you have done," as he points at you. Or the group of you. Mathin, what do you do?
I would move up to here, and I would basically. Can I like? This guy did speak like normal language, right?
He spoke common
So
to
he
you.
can
Yeah.
hear, understand us. Okay.
You assume so, unless he
I
just
would basically
memorized it.
ask, why are we fighting?
Do you not remember striking the tree? I offered you a chance to join me, and yet you refused. You killed my minions, and now you come here
They
to slay me.
attacked us. We did not come to slay you.
I gave you a choice. Join me or die. And, Titus, it is your turn. Unless you had anything more to say?
I don't.
Move in behind his skelly bums.
You move in, ready to attack.
Yeet.
Alright. This guy right here takes an attack at one of your undead goats and misses just barely. Alright, the rest all sit with their spears at the ready for our incoming enemies. Boggin, what do you do?
I'm just gonna move up right here.
Move up?
Wait, hang on. Can I, like, say the bridge was cleared? I can walk up here, right?
If the bridge was clear, but there's a
Yeah,
undead
okay.
goat there sitting in front of you.
That's just what I was asking.
Shambling.
Making sure I can step up.
Yep, for sure.
Alright, that's it.
Alright. Scoblin. Alright, Rotund, what do you do? You are awake and able to move again. Rotund?
I think I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and like back away.
Back away?
To like here, out of range of the.
Okay.
And I'm gonna chuck a rock at this one right here.
Give me a d20. Which one? Alright.
To miss.
To miss? Alright, yes, you throw the rock and it kind of flies over the head of the goblin as you throw it at it. This one right here takes another stab at your skeleton, looking back at his commander, glad that he is up and well. With a 17, and he does d6. He does 5 damage to the skeleton as he stabs into the base of its skull. Does it fall, or is it still up?
It should still be up. It is still up.
Alright, it takes 5 damage, getting hit in the skull with the spear. Alright, then, is that? Alright, yep. And then this guy right here takes a stab at it with his spear. With a 15 hitting for 3 damage against the skeleton.
That's a kill.
He's dead. Alright. The skeleton falls after getting hit with the second spear right in the rib cage. It cracks from the ribs, and you see the skeleton's like magic flow from it as it falls to the ground, unanimated. Alright. This one moves up to here and begins casting a spell. And he appears to be looking right at your dog, Rotund, as he casts it. Mathen, feel free to go. Mathen? Hello? What was... Is that a roll to hit with your sling?
I want to see what the spell was.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I forgot. I muted myself because my brother went in the room.
Yeah. Okay, that's pass. Would you roll a 2? Yes. Okay. You see that he is casting animal friend. No, wait. Sorry. Calm animals. Sorry. Misspoke. Calm animals. He is casting calm animals, and he is looking right at the dog next to Rotund.
Do you still have the grappling hook, by the way?
Boggin?
Boggin?
What?
Grappling hook. Do you still have it?
Grappling hook.
Yeah.
Can I have it?
Sure.
I would go for in between the rocks.
Okay.
Wait. Are we not? Okay, never mind.
So you grab the grappling hook and sling it in between the rocks? Alright, you hit, and it kind of finds its place in the ground behind the rocks, and you are able to go across if you want, but I need a strength check if you do.
I'm not very strong, so... Do one of you guys want to go across?
I mean,
No.
it's your turn.
Alright, I mean, for your turn. I'm ending at that point.
Okay, Titus, it is your turn. What do you do?
Am I able to move up, like there?
You can push the goat out of the way probably rather easily, yeah. So
Yeah,
you
okay,
shove it
I
out of the
wanna do
way
that.
and go through it. Alright.
And do I still get an attack?
You still get an attack.
Okay,
Shove your way
roll to hit
past the goat.
that one.
Okay, give me a roll to hit. With your horseman's mace.
Mace. Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck.
That is a miss as you go to slam your horseman's mace down in the goblin.
Hey, out of curiosity, could I have 2 goats on one space because they're small?
No, definitely not. This one here goes to attack. Let's see here. Who is he going to attack? The goat. And misses with a 6. Let's see here. Who else is here? This guy doesn't attack. He's in the back row. This one turns towards the goat as well and takes a roll to hit. What is your goat's AC, Rotund?
Should be like 7. Let me check.
7.
It is 8.
8. All right, it hits with an 8 of AC for 2 damage against the goat. And Boggin, you find yourself ready to fight.
You can go around with the
All right.
grappling hook.
Kind of like, alright, well, I don't want to get, like, soloed by, like, however many people, so I'll pass on that idea. I guess can I, like, pick up and move this and take its place?
You want to pick it up and, like, where do you put it?
I guess just, like, where could I put it?
You could pick it up and throw it.
You could throw it in the river, you could throw it towards the goblins. You
Throw it
could
into camp.
throw
yeah,
it
I'm gonna
behind you.
pick it up and try and chuck it behind him.
Wait, what?
Alright.
Yeah, it works.
Give
Or
me
you could
a...
throw it. You could also throw it at Jerviscus and interrupt his spellcasting.
Alright, you pick it up, you toss it behind you, and you find yourself... Give me a quick strength check to see if you can perform this.
He said
Well,
behind them.
Yeah,
you got
behind them. Yeah.
Oh, behind
them.
them? Alright, give me a d10 to hit then, yeah.
So a strength check and a d10, or?
No, just a strength check if you were looking to throw it behind you, but if you're looking to hit them, or are you looking to throw it behind them?
Oh, just throw it behind them.
Okay, give me a d20. And we're gonna do roll to hit. Alright, you pick it up, and you lift it, And give me another D10 to hit, yeah. Or D20, sorry. I don't know why I just D10. And you get a +1 for that. So that's a 10.
Oh.
You manage to toss it over the goblins, and it falls there. You didn't throw it too high, so it didn't take damage, but you toss it, and it kind of lands in a heap on the ground. It kind of like lifts itself back up, and you end up here, and that's your full action. And
Yeah, okay.
then we get to Rotund. Next round, you get your second attack, I believe, Titus? Are
Yep.
you specialized with Horseman's Mace? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Rotund, what do you do?
I really want to interrupt Jarviscus, but that gets me an attack of opportunity from 2. I'm gonna attack this one with this goblin right here, or this this.
Give
goat.
me a roll to hit with your goat. Okay, the undead goat like butts its head into the goblin's back calf, and give me some damage.
Ooh, swag.
That's a good old hit. As you hit into the goblin, you see it take out the back calf of the goblin, and you hear a sickening snap as its ankle breaks, and it falls to the ground dead.
I can't get a broken ankle.
Or unconscious, more like it.
Okay.
But it's out.
Yes. This one, seeing the oncoming threat from behind, turns to face it, and hits with an 18 for 1 damage.
It is dead.
Alright. Definitely took its blood, though.
Yes. Nice job.
This one attacks Titus, missing horribly with its tiny spear. This guy is... Oh, he's down here. Alright. He starts to move up, but can't make it very far. Then this one, adjacent from Titus, goes to hit him with his spear with a 14 missing, I believe, because Titus's AC is high. Yep. This one finishes his casting of Animal Friendship, or sorry, Calm Animals, and you see your dog kind of sit down and look up at you, kind of like confused, and give you a bark, bark, Rotund, as he looks rather calm and relaxed. He looks pretty docile currently.
Okay.
Mathen, it is your turn.
Alright. Oh. I would... There's really not much for me to do, so...
Throw a rock.
And I guess I would throw a rock at
Jarviscus.
this guy.
Okay.
I think that's...
Give me
so
a
I'll drop one
D20.
Whoa.
With my luck, I'm about to hit Bird in the back of the head.
It's a miss as the rock sails over all the heads of the goblins and Boggin, thankfully. Titus, give me a roll to hit if you want, or you could run away. You get your second attack at the end of this round.
Hey.
That is a big old hit on the goblin.
Potentially kill 5 damage. Yep, that one.
This boy? Alright, you do 5 damage. Not quite bringing him down. You take your horseman's mace and you slam it into his chest, and it goes, oh! As you hear some cracks and some blood kind of pours out from under his leather armor, but he stands. This running right here goes to attack Boggin with an 11. Boggin, I believe your AC is higher than that. This guy takes this one's place.
Wait. Okay, never mind. I still think. Wait. Okay, so we try to roll over their AC to hit them, right?
So if you're rolling a d20, you're trying to hit their AC, and it's based off of 10 to 0, right? So
Okay.
0 is better, which would mean you'd have a 20 to hit a 0.
Okay. All right.
So.
Got it. Okay. So that guy. All right.
So,
Okay.
like my AC is
So since-
3, so they need a 17 to hit it.
Got it. All right.
Yeah.
Now I
For
kinda
you, it would be a 16, Bird, because you have a 4, right? Because 20 minus 4, yeah, because
Right. I get
to
it.
hit armor class 0 is that go. Yeah, cool. Yep, and he misses. This guy moves there, yeah, and This one on the adjacent to you takes a spear attack with a 18, hitting you for 2 damage, Burb, as you take a little spear to the kneecap from this goblin.
No, I'm not doing it yet.
Then
It's a kneecap.
this one moves in here, and
Fucking
Boggin, you
brain
find
space.
yourself ready for action.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the old stab on the one that just hit me.
You old stab.
So, you know, I can't ping it, but whatever.
You can hold down with your arrow if you're on the select tool. Ping. Oh, that is a hit. A beautiful hit at that. You take your longsword and shove it up through the base of the goblin's chest, and you just go, and you see his mouth open, and it's like the sword's there, right in his mouth, as blood kind of flows through his body, down through the wounds you just caused, and he is dead. Pretty dead, in fact. What's up?
Isn't that +3 on his only from attacking large animals because he's using his long sword?
No,
I don't believe. No, it's from his strength.
1d12 for a stack
Yeah.
of large.
Okay.
So this goblin stays still, looking menacingly at you, and then decides he's gonna throw his spear into combat at Burb. Missing awfully. He takes his spear and kind of like chucks it in the ground in front of him and goes, looks kind of confused, and then kind of goes, ha, rah, rah, in Goblin, which means, ha, I'm gonna kill you, like acting like he was threatening you, but it was very obvious he missed, and you get your second attack. How many rounds have you been attacking for, Burb? Is this
that
the
was my
first?
first attack.
All right. Then next round you get your second attack.
No.
That is a miss, Titus. Rotund.
Yeah, I figured.
Not a lot I can really do. Could I have my goats? Could I have like this goat right here move up to here because it's small and could realistically get around him?
So Burb, give me a dex check to see if you can like open your legs enough to have this, or like kind of move out of the way as this goat tries to get through. Skeletons are kind of clumsy.
Alright, that's a hit, I think. Or
Not very good
I
at
mean,
this.
yeah,
That's a
good.
pass. You're
Bargain.
able to get the goat to go through, and he walks up to here.
Correct.
Okay. Yep.
And he's gonna swing on this boy right here.
He swings on that boy.
Yeah.
Wait, this one?
The one that's in front of Titus.
Okay. Let me roll the hit.
It's a boy mess.
That is a miss. All right. This guy turns. All right.
I'm in range to throw a rock, so I'm gonna throw a rock at this guy again.
Okay, give me a rocket. Or a rock throw. Pick a rock off the ground, give it a toss. Test.
Just that's intense.
All
So
right.
kind of big
That
practice.
is a miss with the 7.
Unfortunately.
This one turns to your goat and rolls to hit with an 18. With 6 damage to your goat. Is it still alive? What does this hit die?
It's dead.
It's dead?
It's a 1d6, so
Ah, yes.
or 1d8. actually.
1d8, yeah. Alright, and this boy right here takes a swing at Titus with a 14. I believe that is a miss, yes. This bad little goblin moves over here, looking ready to assault at any moment if he can. This one, I gotta remember, doesn't have a spear. We'll give him a broken heart for the pain he felt after chucking his spear into the ground. Titus, this one adjacent to you, swings and misses. And then this guy cast a spell.
I immediately want to see what it is, pretty much.
Alright, give me
That's
a
right.
spell check. So he puts his hands together. I believe that's a fail. Is that above your intelligence?
Yeah, I think
Alright.
that is above my intelligence.
See him move
think
his hands together, and he cast a spell. And you see his hand go up in the air, and he says, "Falavrum doladum," and he points to his kind of goblin horde, and you see them look a little more easy about the current situation. They look kind of courageous, or like they've been encouraged in some way after this. This one is Mathin, and he has his turn.
Okay. I would. Oh. Guess I'll just move on the bridge.
Okay, you move onto the bridge.
Mhm.
All right, Titus, what do you do?
I'm gonna swing at that one that I already hit once.
Okay, give me a D20. That is a critical. You do 16 points of damage as you take your horseman's mace and you go and you like swing it underhand up into his chest and you hit him so hard the blow, you hear a sickening crack as he flies over the other goblins and into this tent, and like he hits the back of the tent and falls on it, and he's like sitting there like with his head slumped over, drooling out of his mouth, his tongue's hanging out, and he appears to be dead.
Dope.
Yeah, you fucked him up. Alright. Where is this guy? Are you dead? Who are you? I guess you're dead? I don't know where this goblin is. Alright. So this guy takes a step forward towards Boggin and rolls to hit and misses with an 8. This one right here takes a step forward as well to give a good swing, missing awfully into Boggin's armor. This one nervously...
If he hits the armor, he didn't miss. He just didn't pierce it.
He doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't pierce the armor, regardless. This goblin moves up to you, Titus, and nervously goes to take a stab, but you see the fear in his eyes, and he misses blindly at you. Boggin, give me ye old swing, and you get a second attack at the end of this round.
The old swing.
Ye old swing.
Alright, well fuck!
Give me a save versus death, Mr. Boggin. It's like you're fighting the Rat Man again.
I'm so cursed!
Is that above your save? Let's see. You have a save of 16. No. You go to swing your longsword, and you see it fall out of your hands.
Dude,
and land right here.
Hey man,
your mic.
it's garbage.
Alright, so what happened to my longsword?
It landed right where that little black swirl is.
Through them.
God damn.
This one goes and looks at your longsword, picks it up, and looks ready to fight with it, nervously.
Son of a bitch!
Well, stop throwing your longsword in the middle of a fight.
He looks happy after shoving his spear into the ground that he's found another weapon to fight with. Here would be where you would have gotten your second attack had you not just lost your sword. But otherwise, now it's Rotund's turn.
Fucking hell.
You get to pull me next round and just start punching.
What do you do, Rotund? Rotund, Slayer of Goblins, Keeper of the Undead. Are you there?
Yep, I'm here. Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry, I was across my room with my headset off. Okay.
Okay. What do you do?
Well, I can't do much besides throw a rock, so,
Toss another rock? Which
rock.
goblin?
Same one.
This one right here?
Yep.
Alright, that is just barely a hit. As you sink a good shot into the side of the goblin's head. Give me a D2 for damage.
Boom!
Yeah, you do a solid 2 damage as the rock hits his head, and you have a kind of like David and Goliath feeling, except you're the Goliath throwing a rock at David. It's kind of confusing for you. Yeah.
David and Goliath, and you realize you tower over him.
Yeah. What is this words? Don't write words. No.
Mark the one that has the longsword so we don't forget about it.
Okay, sure, just ask me next time. Don't write words over.
I did.
I didn't hear it.
Wrench. There you go. He has your wrench,
Yeah.
apparently.
My wrench, no!
He's gonna screw you in. Anyway, this one moves here.
More like you screwed
Gets
me
ready
over.
for a fight. This guy got thrown into the tent.
Wait, wrenches don't screw.
This one...
Yeah, I was about to say.
You're phony!
I was being ironic. Of course.
Ironic!
This guy goes and takes a stabby stab at ye old Titus. That's his name now, as he is 40 years old. With a natural 20 for 12 damage, Titus, as he stabs his spear probably into your throat a little bit. You take 12 points of damage from this goblin,
Got it.
bringing you to 10.
Okay, alright.
Titus just got open like a fish. Okay.
Yep. He's getting neck gutted. And then we see this guy look at all of you and think for a moment. What is he gonna cast a spell? Is he gonna go in? He's gonna cast a spell. You see his hands going together, and he begins casting a spell.
I immediately want to see what it is, of course.
His hands, like, he's got, like, both of his hands. All right, give me a check. He's got, like, both of his hands kind of doing a swirling motion, and it looks like he is, like, starting to have, like, a little wind tunnel form between his hands as he's casting Dust Devil. Mathin, it is your turn.
Cure light wounds on Titus.
Okay, give me a d8 as you go to heal the sad little warrior of his sad wounds. Or the big warrior? I believe wait, you're little, right?
He's
Your
little.
backstory?
Yeah, he is little. He's actually kind of shortish,
Okay.
I think.
You rolled 7?
How tall is he?
All
I
right,
don't-
Titus, you were healed for 7 points of damage. As you were healed.
7? I'll add it on a
It is
second.
your turn, Titus.
Well, Titus isn't that small. He's only like... Okay, I'm gonna... Is this my... What round is this for me attacking? 4th?
It is your, I believe, 4th, possibly. You get a second attack at the end of the round, I know that. Because you didn't get one last round. You roll with a 15. That is a hit at the guy in front of you. For 5 damage. You swing your horseman's mace into his forehead, and you hear a little crack, and you see a split of blood jurt out in front of you as he falls to the ground, unconscious, but not bleeding, to the point where he's going to bleed out. And it was actually, I believe, his turn or one of the dead ones, but regardless. This guy in front of Boggin takes a nasty little swipe at him with his spear and misses. This one adjacent from Boggin takes another little swing and rolls a natural 1. Fails his save, and you see his spear crash into your armor, Boggin, as it breaks, and he does no longer have a weapon.
Fuck. Damn, I have a proficiency with spears.
Oh, well. Unfortunate. Yep. Wait, was that the one? That was the one adjacent to you. Whoops, I put that on the wrong guy. Here we go. Fix it. Brokenhearted because he just lost his spear. This guy's dead. Boggin, it is your turn.
Alright. Can I push here and, like, try and grab my sword out of the fucking goblin's hand?
Yeah, give me a strength check versus the goblin.
Alright.
See how strong this goblin is.
Never mind.
5, 9. Alright.
Woo!
Natural 1. You manage to wrestle the long sword out of his hand. He's kind of fighting with you for a second. And you grab it out of his hand, and now you have your long sword.
Excellent.
Standing in front of this goblin.
Does that consume my action?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
This now disarmed goblin looks to you, and, let's give me a sec. Let's see what he does here. Turns around, giving you an opportunity attack with back attack to flee to God knows where. Yep,
That's just normal, right?
it's just a roll, and it'll get a +2 to it, so.
Okay.
Rolls a
So,
second. that
9.
one.
A 9, that is a miss as you go to back attack him. And he books it as far as he can. Rotund. Or Titus, you get your second attack.
I'll attack.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, that one.
Okay, you attack that one. Critical. You do not. You do the same action you did before. You swirl your mace around in your hand and clunk into the center mass of that goblin, and he goes flying. Not into the tent, but over here. Heftily chucking him away.
Fine.
Rotund, it is your turn.
He's catching Dust Devil. So I'm gonna pull my skeleton back.
You pull it back.
To
Formation. The formation!
Alright, you pull the skeleton back. And
They're gonna
it
start getting
sleeks back with its skeletal little legs.
Hey, out of curiosity, I forgot. Continue.
Alright. This guy goes to attack Boggin with a 15. Your AC is 16, right? 4?
Please so.
Yep, alright, just barely missing Boggin, smashing into his armor. Almost piercing, but not quite. This little goblin decides, hey, it's time to kill Boggin, and rolls up on Boggin, taking a spear attack with an 8, missing. The one here looks at the dwarf and says to himself, I gotta kill Boggin too. And rolls a 14.
Knowing my name.
Yeah. Or the dwarf.
You learned it when he took his sword.
This guy continues to cast Dust Devil, and you see him finishing off the spell as right here a swirling cone of dust appears. Where that squiggle is.
Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
Mathin, what do you do?
I would move up.
Okay.
And I guess I'll swing with the one in front on the bridge with my mace.
Okay, swing with your mace.
Alright, I think I set this up right. I'm gonna try the weapon thing. Unless I've messed it up somehow.
AC of 9. That looks correct. But that is just barely a miss. As you go to swing your mace, it hits off the buckler of the goblin, missing him. Titus, you go.
I'm a swing at that one.
Alright, give me your good old swing. That is another critical. As you
Jesus Christ.
slam your horseman's mace into the head of the goblin, and Burb, right next to you, out of the corner of your eye, you see this skull split, and then like you see brain pop out the top of it. As you see what you think would in the future be a toaster popping out a piece of bread come out of his head. That guy's dead. This guy, without a weapon, makes a fucking morale check because he's surrounded. Fails, and also books it. Mathin, you get an attack of opportunity, just a d20, and you get a +2 to that.
Alright. No.
I believe I get a second attack this turn, assuming I don't throw my longsword again.
I don't know, buddy. I'll tell you.
That is a miss as you go to slam your mace into the back of it, and he books it as well.
So we have 2 goblins so far that
Where
ran.
is this guy? Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, he's running away. There he is. And he continues to book it. Over by the back of the palisade, you see a goblin desperately try and climb up the back of the palisade, completely failing. You see him, like, clawing his hands at it. He's dropped his spear and his shield, and he's just trying to get up there. Boggin, it is your turn.
Okay. So, can I like? Okay, so how can I discern like the quality and strength of the? Well, I mean, obviously not exact numbers, but like how good the armor of this guy's armor is.
It's plate mail.
Plate man.
So I'm assuming that's pretty good. All right.
Pretty
then
good,
I'm
yeah.
I'm just gonna go for the goblin. So it's actually not that one. This one. Get on my way, you play. Fuck. Get. There we go.
Oh, Araya came on line 2 for you, huh?
Yeah.
Same. 15?
Yep.
This one right here? Or that
This one.
Alright, that is a hit for 9 points of damage as you sink your longsword into its shoulder, and he falls to the ground dead.
Tango
And
down.
that is the guy who's crawling up. I believe you get your second attack. Is this your second concurrent round of attack?
I believe so. Let
Okay.
me double check.
Did you lose your sword? I can't.
I
He
did
lost
not.
his
Okay.
sword last round. He had to get it.
Okay.
No, but I got it and then swung. No, yeah, that was the round before last. I got it and then I swung it and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
give me a second attack then.
All right. I believe that is a miss.
Yep, that is a good old miss with your longsword. Rotund, it is your turn. You see a cone of dust in air moving towards you.
I'm gonna move away from it. To here. Right.
All right, you move up there away from it. Is that all you do, or anything else?
I'll have my. Yeah, I'll have my goat go and fight it.
Slam into it. Give me a d20. That is a hit. Give me some damage. It is not a crit.
Correct.
2 damage. You do 2 damage to the newly conjured dust devil as your goat maybe rams into it and like kind of displaces some of the dust inside of it.
Get displaced, bitch.
Get displaced, indeed. This goblin takes a desperate, perhaps, stab or runs away. And we lose the die, so... Alright.
So we
He takes a desperate stab at Boggin with a natural 19, hitting Boggin. Or 5 damage as he stabs into your leg, Boggin.
Oh.
With his tiny little
Just got
spear.
75 damage.
You imagine that this is not the cleanest spear. You maybe got gangrene, maybe AIDS, who knows. Regardless, this guy goes and he points with his dust devil towards the thing attacking it, and he attacks the skeleton and hits for 4 damage against the undead goat. And he moves up and says, "You shall die." And he puts his hand on the goblin in front of him. Wait, no, never mind. He doesn't do that. He moves this way in front of you, Burb. And I don't think... And he makes a roll to hit. You get an opportunity attack because this is a attack with hand.
Side.
He touches you, yes. But let's see if you get your attack off. 7. That is a miss. And he touches you, and you see the blue glow that is usually a heal. But as it glows blue, it turns to red. And you get damaged for 2 points of damage as he causes light wounds on you.
Ugh.
Is that a concentration spell?
I would cure light wounds on Boggin.
Alright, you cure light wounds. Give me a d8.
Oh.
Alright.
This
Damage
is not the
reverse.
ghost.
You heal for 3 points of damage. As Boggin, you feel a little bit better about what just happened there. Probably. Maybe not.
You are
All these people touching with hands.
Titus, you are
Yeah,
getting groped in the middle of this battle by multiple clerics. You're imagining a scene you saw in Bang Bros about a week ago, but regardless.
Okay, so can I move from here to like here or here without that guy getting an opportunity of attack?
They're dead. Oh wait, here?
Oh, yeah.
Where are you moving? Well, he has his hand
Here
out.
or
He doesn't
to-
get an opportunity attack if he had his weapon out.
Okay,
Yeah.
well then I want to move to there, and I'm gonna try and hit him.
Okay,
Try not to kill him.
give me a roll to hit.
Incoming crit.
You do no, that's not a natural 20, so that is not a
Still,
crit
but, like,
because his
what?
AC's high. You smash your horseman's mace into the side of his shoulder for 9 points of damage, and you hear a sickening crack, and his armor kind of crumbles a little bit in that space.
I think I used all my spells.
And Boggin, you go as more goblins run away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna swing at the
This guy gotta
big
get up.
man.
Yep. Oh wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Boggin, that is a hit. Hold on, is that 3? I think that is a crit. Just barely. For 13. Oh Jesus. Okay. How do you? Okay, so you take your. You ever seen Game of Thrones, Bird?
I have not.
Okay, so imagine the scene where Tyrion Lannister's trial by combat with Bronn.
No spoilers.
And
I want to watch it.
Oh yeah. Okay,
uh,
never mind.
you-
No, stop,
Alright,
spoilers.
well, here's what
spoilers.
you do. You lift up the helm of he's wearing, and you take your sword and you shove it down into his body, and you hear
Oh.
Explain not to kill him, guys.
as blood flows out from under his
I don't
helm
want to roll 26.
down his chest and his armor, and he falls to the ground limp, gasping his last breath.
You seem like such a badass. Even though just
All right.
once.
And you guys have successfully defeated these guys, and you
That was
are
the one goblin.
in
So
free
one
action.
goblin just hanging out.
Yeah, he's gonna
I'm
run.
gonna-
Give me an opportunity attack.
Can I tell him to? Can I command him to surrender in goblin? See if I can get him to surrender.
Oh,
Do you have another
See,
spell
goblin.
today?
No, he's dead. He's dead. He's gone. He's out.
just took him at like
All
the
right.
fucking legs.
Wait, that was enough. Oh my god, yeah, no. So as you go to command him, Burb takes his longsword and stabs it through his face, and you see out of the back of his head, it goes through into the back, and out of the front comes the
I mean,
sword.
not like the spell. Just say surrender. Just don't run.
Burb's.
Just skewered him.
You can say that if you want, but Burb just
But now
skewered
it's too
him.
late.
Yeah. As he went to run.
So this Jarvisticus was a cleric, right?
I
I think he was a
That's
conjurer.
what he's.
think so.
I would go and see. I want to see if I can find out what he was exactly.
You see so you inspect his body. You find a holy symbol on around his neck. Two
holy
sayers.
So he was a fallen cleric, I guess would be the term.
Evil.
I'm gonna loot his body.
All right. You loot his body. You find his tower shield, his plate mail, his really
I would
ornate
take that
helm.
holy symbol and throw it in the river.
I want to keep that. I want to keep that holy symbol. Excuse me, sir.
So the holy
Oh,
symbol's like a
alright.
big skull, a metal skull around his neck, right? It's like a necklace with a skull there. And
Can I,
Yeah, no.
can I have his plate mail?
he has his plate mail, ornate armor. It's pretty nice. It's black. He's got his horseman's or
Yeah,
his
I'm-
mace.
I would go to the goblins that were running and tell them to come down and surrender.
Oh.
Goblin said,
Yeah, no, he is trying to desperately run up here. He doesn't really listen to you.
Can I have my stuff, please?
Looting off of him? Yeah, no. You
Yeah.
find his tower shield, his armor, his helm, his mace. I mean, that's what's on him.
"Go in his tent. Figure
Can I
that
have
out.
his-
I was looking for money, but
Yeah,
Go in his tent."
yeah.
You don't find any
Okay.
money on him.
I'm going.
I would go looking for the girl that
Okay.
we're looking for.
As you enter his tent, you see a girl bound, gagged, and tied up. She's quite beautiful. She appears to be like 17. She's
Kinky.
got nice blue eyes, blonde hair, and
Ooh, Nazi.
yeah. Oh.
I would set her free.
It's my type.
No.
Hold on. There's a big kind of oaken desk in the middle of the room. It's got a nice chair as well. It looks clean for this camp. And as well, there is kind of a dresser, and it's also wooden. And sprawled across the table, you see a couple of books, and there's the desk. You're in this tent.
Okay, Mathin, you were talking to the goblins. You can't just like run over here already and be in the tent.
I mean, that first thing I did after that was look for the girl.
So I have found the girl. I want to loot the desk first.
Okay, you go through the desk. You see the books on top. You start opening drawers then.
Yep.
You find a red potion. Looks kind of cool. It's got a nice red glow. It's just in a little potion bottle.
What weight?
It's like negligible.
Okay.
You also find a couple of rings and a little golden encrusted skull. You find 2 rings and a golden encrusted skull in
I'm
the
taking
drawers.
this skull in.
And you notice one of the books on the desk looks kind of neat. Other than that, you find many papers that seems to be some sort of troop movements around the area and throughout the plains. It shows like different kind of like X's moving from place to place, and there's like little notes scribbled on them like stayed here 5 days, left, fought merchants, fought guards, killed bandits, took over. Various different notes of some sort of campaign going on at his desk.
Dude, he's also playing D&D. What a legend.
Yeah. And otherwise, you don't find much else in that tent or that desk.
What kind of rings were they?
There's also the dresser. What kind of what? Rings?
Rings.
They're just little silver banded rings.
Okay, and now I'm going to go with the dresser.
Okay, you look through the dresser, and you see a cloak. Looks rather ornate. It's got a spider on the back of it.
Ooh.
Looks cool.
Wait, so we're just like sitting outside the tent while he's just in there fucking rummaging through shit?
Feel free to do what actions you want. I know Mathen was talking to the goblin, telling him to surrender. I don't know if he did anything else.
Does he have his weapons in his hand?
No, he dropped them. He dropped his shield and his weapons. He's got his leather armor on.
I would put my hand on his shoulder. I know he's gonna freak out.
Start giving him back rub.
You start Uncle Chestering this goblin. He looks up to you in fear.
We're not gonna hurt you pretty much. I can be goblin.
Citizen goblin. Okay, he looks pitifully up at you.
Search this tent down here.
Down there?
Just come with us.
You find 18 silver in that tent. Kind of like scattered around and goblin goopity goop.
I'm just gonna keep going through each tent, just checking it, unless anyone else want to like join me or like check any other tents.
So, is this guy like listening, or is he still just panicking? After I said we're not gonna hurt him.
He's looking up at you, and he just kind of looks in fear. He doesn't appear to be moving anymore. You got your hand on his shoulder. He looks scared at that. He kind of looks pitifully up at you. I don't know.
How much silver was it again?
Can I tell him?
18.
Follow me, and you're gonna live. If you don't, I can't promise you're gonna live.
Okay.
That's what I tell the goblin.
All right.
Hey, was this the guy that we talked to when we killed Roderick?
No.
Okay. Was there anything else in the closet at the dresser?
Some like nice robes, black robes, red robes, gray robes, just clothes basically.
I'll leave them behind.
Yeah,
I did take that spider cloak, and I'm wearing it
guy
now.
had a glade helmet, Jack. What kind of helmet did the guy have?
He's got a big ornate helm. It's got kind of like a skull faceplate.
Okay.
And he's got plate mail on still. I don't think anyone took it. He's got a tower shield and another mace.
I'm taking his plate mail.
Okay. You start stripping down and putting it on?
I'm not putting it on. It's not fitted for me.
No. How
I'm
tall are
putting
you?
it on me.
How tall is your character, Titus?
Yeah, it's a little big for you. You can definitely put it on and wear it though. It's uncomfortable though.
Yeah, I'll
go
put
back
it on
and get
now and
two?
go and get it fitted.
Okay.
Don't interrupt.
Yeah. I'll wait.
All right. What's in this tent over yonder?
You find a lot of goblin guppity goop and 19 silver.
Radical.
I'm gonna move up and loot this tent.
Okay. You find many bedrolls and 10 silver in that tent. Look, it's like, okay, when the guys are searching these tents, you're finding them like spread amongst, all this stuff. You guys are in free action. You guys can do what you want whenever.
All right, off to this tent.
So you just go through all the tents.
2 spears and
You
2
find
shields.
12. In the next, there's 12. The one after that, there's 10.
So this one's 12, that one's 12, that one's 10.
And the one after that is 6.
Okay.
All right. And yeah, none of you have untied this girl yet. She's sitting in the tent, kind of like.
Didn't he untie her?
No, he did not.
No, I said
He
no,
left
we don't want
her.
to. We're giving her to Redding, so we're not untying her. We're just throwing her on Titus and Tiffin, or on Rufus.
Okay, what do you guys do? You are in this
I want
camp.
to take 2 goblin spears and 2 goblin shields.
Where's my money?
Okay, you take 2 goblin spears and 2 goblin shields. Put them on your character sheet. They're kind of crappy, but I mean they operate normally.
I'm gonna go. They're not gonna be there for long. There's 2 goblins running away. If you can figure out what I'm doing.
You lost this guy right here. He's gone. You never caught up to him.
He can run over that wall.
He eventually
This
got
wall
over
will be
as you guys were doing
Okay.
these activities.
Wait, hang on.
I would give this guy a spear and a shield.
You give him a
y'all,
spear. He looks confused at you.
Go ahead.
I'll tell him again to follow me. See if he does.
He hesitantly follows you with his spear and his shield. Yeah, he follows you for now. He looks confused that he's been armed.
You're gonna fight with us.
Wait, what?
He gives you
Give
even
a
more.
goblin fighter
He gives
now.
you an even more quizzical look. Me?
Can I see this happen?
Yeah.
You see him having a conversation with a goblin that is now armed, that was previously unarmored. Or unarmed, not unarmored.
Yes, you.
Do with that fucking green skin.
I'm a green skin. I'm an orc, you retard.
You're half
Alright.
orc.
Well, the other green skin.
The worst, the small green skin.
The annoying ones.
You're only half a shit skin, okay?
Damn. Alright, yeah, no, this goblin just looks confused. Are you saying this in goblin, Boggin?
Yes, I speak goblin.
Or I'm talking about
No.
Okay.
Okay.
The goblin looks at you. Fight for you? What?
You know, you're set free. I'm just giving you the option. You can walk out the camp anytime.
No, we can't. What? I'm killing him if he tries to walk
No.
out.
If he walks out the cap,
I'll walk
the camp
out with-
Rufus is gonna run him over.
Okay, you can split
I'm
the party.
inclined to kill him as well, just on principle.
Yeah, I am also inclined to kill him just because I like money and experience.
Okay, so what do you guys do?
What did he say when I said that?
He just looks confused at you and he said, "Me? Fight for you?"
That's your choices. I can't. If you're not fighting with me, though, I can't promise the other 3 aren't going to kill you.
You can't promise we won't kill him anyways.
Green skin. Can't accept that.
Alright, so do you kill him or what do? Do you just
No.
Okay,
I'm
he
still talking to him.
yeah, he's talking, he looks up at you just confused.
I'm walking up beside him.
Okay.
I know. Can't you speak goblin? What's his face? Rotan?
Yeah, I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
Give me a what is your D3 plus 2 plus 4 D3 plus 4. You see Rotund put his hand on the goblin. The goblin looks up at him for half a second, and then he looks scared for a minute as he feels the warmth, and then a gush of flame shoots out of the hand of Rotund, and it burns down the side of the goblin, and he falls to the ground, half of his body singed in flame.
Can I like punch Rotan?
I'm gonna. Well, I've walked
Give
away.
me
and
give me a D20 to hit.
100% roll 1d20. I don't think that hit.
Nope. Didn't hit.
All right, that is a miss. As you go, you see a fist comes towards you, Rotund, as you narrowly dodge out of the way, just barely.
I'm gonna keep looting.
Okay.
Goblin's dead
Bring him
now.
back.
Alright,
Bring him back.
Alright.
Fight,
Real quick.
fight.
Real quick, I'm gonna divvy up the solar pieces I found. 20 for me, 19 for everyone else, because it didn't divide evenly.
Okay.
19.
Yep, so
What
y'all
is-
get 19 SP.
Sick. How kind of you to
That's-
hand out the gold.
Thank
that
you.
I'm not handing you.
Wait, what?
19
I
is
wasn't
speed.
paying attention.
Y'all
You
just
get
got
19
19 SP. I get 20.
Oh,
25 plus 19. 25 plus 9. I'm retarded. What is in this tent that I'm in right now?
All right.
The tent, just like goblin droppings. Burb, you saw a boggin go into it a couple minutes before, and
I would
Come out with
ungag the girl and untie her from the wall, but keep her tied up, like her arms tied.
all right. You ungag her mouth.
Mhm.
She goes, "Thank you. Please untie me. That half orc, he just left me here. Are you taking me back to my uncle?"
Nope. Nope.
You say nope?
I would say
She looks
Oh,
confused.
I'm
She's
not.
like, "What? But why did you kill them then? Are you with them?"
Nope.
no. We definitely killed him.
What?
We actually fight for. We're actually helping Reading at the moment. I'll be honest.
Oh. You're
Yep.
you're with the Countess?
Yep.
Huh.
And
Partner.
why would the Countess send you here to rescue me?
She didn't.
You're not rescuing me, are you? She looks sadly up at the both of you.
I mean, technically we are, but we're just giving you to people over in the red place. I don't know what's going on. They just said we're gonna go kill some things.
In the name of Lord Alistair, I will promise you're treated fairly.
I'm treated fairly? I'd be a prisoner. That's not fair.
Nope.
Do you much rather stay here?
I have no idea where you're taking me. These people are all dead. Yes, I would rather stay here. And
I'm just gonna walk in and grab her by the arm and walk her out and finish this conversation because it's just kind of irritating. at this
okay,
point.
yeah, you
Yeah,
walk her
okay.
out, and she's kind of like, "Let me go, scoundrel!" And she's like trying to break free of your grasp. It's kind of difficult because she's tied up, but
I'm gonna like push her to the ground and tie up her feet.
she starts hurling insults at you as you do. These continue.
Okay, I'm gonna gag her with these insults. I don't want to hear.
Okay,
No, I want her to be able to talk. She should at least be able to talk.
you shove a gag. Oh no, you don't gag her.
No.
All right.
don't
No,
gag
she
her.
continues to hurl insults at you every 2 minutes. You
What happened to
ugly
the
half
dust devil,
orc!
by the way?
Unhand me! Let me go! I
What
am
happened-
nobility, you low-born scoundrels!
Nah, nigga. And I'm just gonna throw her on top of Rufus, and we're gonna continue.
Yeah, I think that's it. Is there anything else anyone wants to do?
Can I roll like an investigation check just to make sure we didn't miss anything?
Give me a perception, yeah.
That's pass.
You look around the camp, and, I mean, you don't see anything you clearly missed. A lot of dead goblins everywhere with their various armaments. Otherwise, no.
Necromancer, you lost a lot of people today.
I cannot raise. Well, technically, goblins, at least to me, are animals, but
No, they're not.
according to the D&D handbook, they are not animals.
So what happened to the dust devil?
It just
Like your
dissipated.
half green skin.
Okay, it
dissipated.
ended.
They're basically like your second cousin.
Yeah, but I don't like my cousins. I'm not a filthy redneck.
Alright. I'm gonna take a, 5-minute break, because I gotta go to the bathroom and have a conversation. But I'll be right back, okay, guys?
Are you
Okay.
Then
having
we're
a
leaving.
conversation in-
So yeah, you guys are sitting around this encampment after looting the corpses and huts of your enemies, and what do you do? What do you do?
Huh. So we have the girl.
I think we should rest up for the night, so any of us that are hurt can heal
Yeah,
up a little bit.
What time is it right now?
It
Yeah.
is... What time did we end last time? I think we ended
I
in the
don't
morning,
remember.
so it's probably 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
I say we should just go ahead and rest here.
Yeah, I
throw
agree.
some goblin bodies on the bridge and use that to block it out.
You barricade the bridge with goblin bodies?
Yep.
Alright,
Why don't we go to Stormy Brook? I don't think.
What race was the guy who had the plate mail on?
Oh yeah. That's a question.
he was a
Was
human.
he human?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh!
Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
God.
dog.
What the?
Okay. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen again. What?
Hello?
Yeah. Hi. So you guys rest up. Is anyone taking watch, or are you just all going to bed?
I gotta pray. I have no spells.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'll do sleep in shifts. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need more animals, so
Mm-hmm.
we should go hunting.
All right.
Do we have any bows?
We don't need
I do.
bows. We can just go find that pecker and then
I have a bow and I have a
hunting.
hunting proficiency.
Go hunting.
All right. Give me
Yeah,
a
sure, I can go hunting.
give me a hunting check if you're gonna spend the rest of the night hunting.
One second. Let me check something. Wisdom -1. My wisdom, I think that's a pass.
I believe
Question
so.
mark? Yeah,
What
that's
is your
a pass.
wisdom?
My wisdom is 11.
All right. No,
And
that
the
is a
check
pass.
is wisdom -1.
So you
Yeah.
come upon a nice-looking deer. It's a female, and you shoot her, you kill her,
Yeah.
and you drag her back to the encampment.
Yep. Cook up the meat.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, you have a deer that you can possibly raise, Rotund.
Oh, sick.
Mhm.
I'll give it a raise.
And
All right,
I'll just
so you-
sleep for the rest of the
Chip
night.
off
Yes.
a piece of bone, you put your hands together, smush up all the blood, slather it over the bones. Are you raising a skeleton or a zombie?
Skeleton.
All right, and you raise the skeletal deer as it rises. And give me a d8 for hit points. And it works the same as the goats. Has 1 hit point as it rises. All right, and you guys go to sleep.
Like, if I'll make sure that girl's fed and everything too, the one that we captured.
Okay, you feed her. She protests at first, but she looks rather hungry already and eventually caves in and eats, although she is not nice about it. So you all go to sleep. I believe Boggin and Titus are probably taking watches.
Yeah. Sleep in shift.
So what did you do with this goblin,
Yep.
Mathin?
I mean, I kind of need the full 8 hours
kill-
rest.
We
The
killed
goblin
the goblin,
that
dude.
Yeah, he died.
Oh, you killed him?
Are you talking about
Yeah.
the other guy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. You killed him. Okay, yeah.
I burned him alive.
Had a conversation. Kind of forgot. But, yeah, you did burn him. So, yeah, you go to sleep. Burb watches for a time, and then I think you just go to bed, Burb? Or no?
Yeah.
All right. So then you have no one watching since Titus said he wanted his full 8 hours?
I'll be having my skeletons watch.
Okay. You tell them to guard at the bridge?
Yes.
Okay. And you all go to sleep. And you wake up in the morning, undisturbed, surrounded by, or with corpses to, like, the right of you, probably. And it smells gross in here. It smells like goblin filth. And,
It's time to leave.
Well, I'm sleeping in the main tent.
yeah,
I'm
it
sleeping
still
outside,
smells, but
Rufus
it's clean, at least.
inside.
I guess I'll have to be outside too, because I was dealing with the prisoner, and
Okay.
she's with Rufus.
All right.
I sleep with
just
Rufus.
left.
So, and beans.
All right, you all are awake with your goblin barricade intact. Skeleton
Let's go.
still alive.
All right, let's go to Reading.
Still feel like there's probably like a smarter way
No.
to go here instead of starting a war between two towns.
They're already at war.
They're already at war. We're just picking a side. Yeah.
One side. Well, we don't have a choice. It's either get executed
So-
or
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, there might be a choice. We do have a good pawn here to bargain with.
yeah, but
I'm not going back to Finhold.
that's not
They're
as
gonna kill
fun.
us.
That's not as fun. Also, I'm assuming by now we only have 3 days. It'll take us another day to get back to Fenhold. So only have 2 days at that point. And if they decline, we have to dip, and they'll be able to chase us. So I think we should.
Yeah, no, let's just head straight towards Reading.
Is that what you guys do, or Boggin do you?
Do you got?
I guess I'll go with the party. I don't want to split it up.
All right.
Yeah, because
Stormy,
splitting
bro.
the party is
It's
always a
foolish.
good idea.
I think we definitely could. You know, we do have a very strong bargaining chip here.
So do
See,
you,
but we haven't even
It's
shrunk.
his niece.
you
He told
start?
us he doesn't care compared to the.
Hey, he
thing.
cared enough to hire us.
Wait, Boggin, keep in mind. Well, okay, he only hired us because we were the only people available, and we killed the.
Hey, we
basilisk.
proved ourselves to the basilisk.
However, I believe.
And he told
that-
us to stop caring about the niece and go deal with the tomb.
Yeah, keep in mind that if we take Redding,
Count Blade did not tell you that. Sir Goran did.
Yes, he-
yeah,
oh,
okay, keep
someone
in mind
told us that.
if we take care, if we get on the side of Reading, we can get Fenhold as our own personal city. Realistically,
Yeah. Who's gonna get Who's gonna give it to us as a fee?
yeah.
And they're ready.
No.
Yeah.
We'll just say we'll take it and we'll keep it and we'll be your.
And who
Relative-
promised us this? Are you making an assumption or are you promised this?
I
We
am
haven't been to
hoping-
Reading yet.
We haven't been to Reading yet, so we're hoping.
You're banking on becoming a vassalage to the entire town just because you brought them a bargaining chip.
And theoretically,
and we're gonna
or
take the
hostage.
city.
well, no, and we're also going to take the city. We're going to help take the city, and we're going to take Stormybrook.
Oh my lord.
Hey, we aren't playing D&D. We're playing Command and Conquer here.
I missed one session.
All right.
Jesus
Oh yeah,
fuck.
I don't
Bird. Last
only
session that
know
you missed
city,
everything with the shit.
but fighting in some kind of war sounds like a whole bunch of fun.
Just pure meta question. What are y'all's alignments except for, the chaotic evil one?
Lawful good.
Chaotic neutral.
Choosing sides in a war
Awful
isn't
good.
bad.
Yeah, okay, I'll
No.
go along with the idea to kidnap someone.
Well, no, he's the DM explained it earlier. If you want.
Yeah,
I mean,
actually
like,
was against
it doesn't
but then they explained
definitely. Okay, so they're at war, right? Like, prisoners are taken. This is an odd situation as far as it goes. It's not necessarily evil as long as she's treated correctly.
But I'm gonna make sure it happens.
'Cause there are prisoners of war. So, like, when it comes to legality, right? You'd have to really dig into: is this war a legal war? Right? Does
Right,
Some-
regardless of legality, like,
yeah?
Either way, right now, Reading's on the defensive. Being on the defensive is always
seems a
legal.
bit off. I don't know.
Well, keep in mind that they also threatened to execute us. So we're
Okay.
we're doing what we have to. Well, doing what I want to and have to.
I
Yeah,
think
so-
in theory we
as-
probably could do something
as far-
regarding the two.
As far as your religion goes, Mathin, you may have somewhat of. I mean, you don't have to. You can go against the creed, but you think your teachers who taught you all about, I believe, Alistar, would have an issue with you unleashing some great evil and just leaving it behind for someone else to deal with.
You didn't unleash it. I unleashed it. It's okay.
Well, leaving it.
I unleashed it and I left it.
I mean, you don't
And
have to
we're
do
doing
anything
in
about it,
war.
but just a
The
thought.
reason I want Finhold is I want direct power to try to deal with it. I'm not strong enough to deal with it at the moment.
That sounds
I
like
need to
a,
get stronger.
sounds like a lawful evil kind of deal
It's a-
there. I don't know.
Interesting
Y'all
rationalization.
are
All right.
just assuming we'll get Fenhold.
Well,
Yeah, that's true.
okay. So, what do you guys continue to banter?
No, I'm moving. Bye.
We should start
I'll go
walking.
by myself.
Okay,
Ready.
I'm not going by myself, but I'm still gonna get ready to walk.
Okay,
Y'all are fucking crazy.
you get ready to walk.
Yeah, let's go. What are we waiting for?
Do you follow them, Boggin, or do you?
Reluctantly,
All
I
right.
do.
So you take off. Do you take off straight towards the road, or do you go like this way towards the crossroad here?
We're going straight to Reading.
Well, we're gonna follow the
So
road.
you just go like this?
We go to the road and we follow the road.
Yeah, we should go with the road.
That'd
I
be
agree.
faster.
We should probably go like.
That'd be probably
this.
better for
After we're at the
Mr.
camp,
Buffalo, Mr. Rufus.
All right. So you go to the road.
I guess right here where the intersection.
Tark-
is, where we'll be walking.
So do you go straight towards the road, or do you go to the crossroads, or do you just book it towards Reading, straight lined?
I think we should
Okay, let's
go
make
to,
a vote, guys. Straight to the road. Say aye.
Go to the crossroad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I'm gonna go crossroad. Crossroad it is. Let's go.
Okay, you go to the crossroad. It takes you, I believe, more than a day to get there. Yep.
Where
So-
the Titus is?
It takes you a whole day to get here.
Okay.
And you make it there. You're on the plains. It is approaching night. Do you continue walking or do you stop? It is dark out at this point.
Wait, how long do we sleep?
You slept till morning, I assumed?
Okay.
So we stopped at 5, so we could have.
And then
left at,
Titus
like,
went
6
hunting.
Realistically.
And
Is there
came
any
back.
healing gained from resting, or is that not how it works?
Not when you were in combat the day
If
before.
you need healing, you can
Okay,
ask me.
okay.
I don't know who's hurt anymore. I forgot.
I'm mildly wounded.
I'm
Well,
at,
like,
you're,
how
you're
bad?
good now.
Like, should I? Like, do you want me to use my healing on you?
I mean, no, we should.
When we get to
should-
Reading, I'll just buy some healing. It's
Alright.
fine. Don't. You should have it Reading. Whatever.
Alright, let's keep moving to Reading.
Okay, you get to.
Wait, so we slept into the morning. It's already nighttime. Just walking. for
So
a
that
couple
was you just walked 30 miles.
hours.
there.
40.
I mean, it's 40 to get to there. You haven't made it there yet.
Pretty good crossroads.
But here.
Make it 30 miles a day. Yeah. So you're right here. And it's nighttime. Do you go to sleep?
Yeah, I put my
Just
stuff
be
on
honest.
guard.
Yep.
I put everything.
All right,
that I
before you
can on
sleep-
guard.
Give me that healing back rub.
Actually, Titus, can we go hunting again?
I would heal Boggin.
Yeah, I
if you
can
ask
fuck
me.
again.
All right.
Let's go.
You find a buffalo. If you
With a
pass your
patch.
check. Yep.
Like a second buffalo?
Yeah. Do you bring it down?
Can I raise it?
Not you, Titus.
I don't want to kill another buffalo.
Wait, but we could make Rufus an undead friend.
Or we can make it a life friend.
How are we gonna hide it? We'll get to that when we get to that. But we could make Rufus an
Right,
undead
see,
friend.
I would love the idea of getting another buffalo because I can train them, but the enormous amount of time it actually takes to train an animal is
We have
like
Rufus.
ridiculous.
Rufus will help you.
Huh?
Rufus will help you. Set
No,
a good
that's not
example.
how it works.
That is how animals work.
No, I'll bring it down. The only bison I have an attachment to is Rufus. So
Okay. So you bring
Yeah,
it down. All right. You shoot some arrows into the bison and run up with it next to it and smash its head in as you kill it. And you bring the bison back to Rotund. Rotund, do you do your thing?
You.
So how are you feeling about this, Legion? You've seen this multiple times, Mappin, and it's.
Once again, I have yet to see him use it to break the law.
But like this
or
is
to
an
hurt anyone
inherent.
that isn't tagging.
You are lawful good, and this is an inherently evil act, continuing to cast this spell over and over.
Like, I get that, but I also don't want to tear apart the whole party. That's the only reason I'm saying this.
Okay.
Like this? Until he uses it to break the law, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna, like, I don't like it, but I'm not gonna, like, murder him and his entire family.
I
Good.
Until he uses it to break the law.
wasn't.
Like, if there's, like, a skeleton problem or something happening in, like, Reading, for example, he's probably gonna be the first one I go to.
Okay. So yeah, you raise the dead. Give me 3d8 as you raise the skeleton.
Oh boy. Watch me get that 3.
you're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Can we go hunting again?
Just
'Cause
within your powers, and you raise it, and you have a 12 hit die skeleton now.
buffalo.
I also
real
make sure
quick.
the girls fed and everything, and I healed Boggin for 6.
Hey, can
Yeah,
we
yeah,
keep,
yeah.
Can we
So-
keep going, Titus? Because I
So
can raise
the hunt takes a majority of the day, by the way. You can't just like go
Okay.
clip a buffalo.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Mr. DM,
What's up, Buggin?
fucking Legion killed me for 6, right?
Did he
Yes, it-
Gas
do
is
it?
healing.
Sure, yeah.
Roll 1d8.
Yep. All right.
How much else was it? 13 or 12?
What?
I'm typing it in and I don't have the. never mind.
It is
12.
12.
AC?
It is the same AC as the animals before it,
8.
I believe.
So
So,
rest-
Boggin, how do you feel?
Huh?
How do you feel?
I'm
You
feeling
need more healing
refreshed.
or good? Alright, so we're camping here, so I guess we're gonna, like, sleep and pray and everything?
You guys take watches and whatnot
Yep.
I put my
Yep,
stuff
I
on
put
guard.
up my
and I-
tent.
on
I
the
can take first
planes.
watch.
Titus, you feel at home.
Yes, I do.
I set up my
I grew
personal
up on the
small
plains,
tent.
so.
It's gonna be really
Feel
difficult to
cozy.
find this bison skeleton.
Country roads.
Get in my winter blanket.
So Boggin and Titus kind of snuggle together as they take watch. Titus sings Country Road. And yeah, you take watch. And over the night, I need perception checks from the two of you taking watch.
Alright.
That's a fail on my part.
Can I roll one for my animals?
I'll.
Boggin seen it.
Because they can alert me, can't they?
They're not smart enough to do that, really. Like, you
Okay.
give them the guard command, and they'll like attack anything that attacks you. But as far as like sighting, I mean, maybe they probably do see it, but it's like, you know, they don't make noise really.
Okay.
And you can only do 3-word commands. So
Boggin.
Boggin sees it. Boggin, you see a like lion with like bat-like wings flying through the air. It's like got a 25-foot wingspan, and it looks like 15 feet tall, like long-wise. You see a like Barbie tail on the end of it, and it's maybe got like the face of a man. You see a mane, and then like a face that looks way too human, and some like human ears popping out. It's flopping through the air, and it looks down at you menacingly, and it makes eye contact and kind of like circles you for a little bit, and then flies off.
Oh, it's gone.
Christ.
It's not a griff. Lamasu, that's what it is.
I don't know. Like I'm gonna like. Jesus fuck.
Are you gonna tell everyone, or you keep
I'm
that to
gonna-
yourself?
I'm gonna assume that it didn't just fly off, and I'm gonna wake everybody up and say we gotta move.
So you are all
Alright.
woken in the night, and you hear Boggin say, "We gotta move. We gotta move." What do you?
I would ask what's up, and I'll start moving, see what's keeping watch. Or I'll go with
Crazy
him.
flying fucking spiky ass scary fucking thing. We gotta go. It saw us.
Could I,
We can-
would
I
I
think
be
we can
able to
make-
look up and see it since he's pointed it out?
You see an like a weird flying kind of like creature in the air, pretty far away now. It's been flying like away from you. You can't really make out more than it's got like weird wings. It's pretty big. It's bigger than probably any flying creature you've seen before.
We can be in Reading in 2
Could I-
days.
Could I
We can
use
go
an
on
animal
raid
lore
pipe.
check?
Sure, you can try.
9, it's a
It's
pass.
a pass. You've heard of giant eagles, giant ravens, giant vultures. This doesn't look like any of those,
Let's go.
from what you've
If
heard.
If it's that terrifying, I don't want to be here.
All right. So you guys book it in the night.
Would you? Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, it's flying away from us.
Wait, I'm gonna say we
It's
should
around-
head toward Waybank.
2 a.m.
We should not head toward Waybank. We have a girl that we kidnapped. Let's continue to Reading.
Yeah.
You start
Hostage,
continuing to
not
Reading
kidnap.
at like 2 a.m. and you're walking along, and within the first hour or so, Burb and party, you spot it again, and all of you see it in its original description. It's flying over you, looking down at you, and it's kind of like stopped, like probably 130 feet up in the air, just kind of flapping its wings, staring down at you, looming at you.
I'm gonna dab on it.
Dab.
Your dad.
Give me a charisma check.
Check 2. Roll 2.
You dab and it just like flees in there.
It gazes at you, dabbing at you.
Intimidate.
You successfully
That's-
dab on the.
That's an intimidation, dude. That is an intimidation.
Okay.
Dab on it. God.
Okay, you see it kind of like hover above you, and do you guys continue to walk towards Reading as it hovers above you, or do you like?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it keeps following you for like the next 2 hours.
Dude, I intimidated it with my dab. What
Yeah, you definitely intimidated it, dude. It's
It should be running in fear.
it's still
Alright, so
following
where
you.
are we at this point? Like on the map?
You are about at the crossroads, a little bit past it,
Okay.
and yeah. It follows you for the rest of like early morning, and eventually during afternoon it flies off again. And you guys are no longer being followed by it for now. It's afternoon. You made it to that tile you're on. And
Keep moving.
you guys are feeling pretty rough. You didn't get your full 8 hours of sleep for sure, and it's rough. And,
Christ.
Rough.
keep moving, and eventually it gets around nighttime again, and you make it to here.
Alright,
Does anyone
so
have a thing
God.
that? Is there like anything near us? Like,
I'm
does anyone have?
gonna set up my tent, good old comfy blanket, and just sleep.
Okay.
Like keep it watch.
Do you guys have the same spells you had before that you memorized over in the tent when you slept and you woke up?
Correct.
You casted a Cure Light Wounds, Mathen, the night before. You were awoken during the middle of the night, so you did not get your full 8 hours to memorize another one, but you still have your other 2 spells, I believe?
Command light wounds.
Yeah. Command and Cure Light Wounds? Cool. Alright, so you're sitting here. Do you guys camp out for the rest of the night? You're pretty tired. You didn't get a full night's sleep at all, and it's like... bad.
I mean, they were keeping watch, so I guess. Actually, no, I need to pray, don't I? Can't keep watch. Can I keep watch and pray at the same time? Or, you know, like around night, or can I only do one or the other?
What did you do?
Can I, if I have to pray, so am I still able to keep watch? They have decent perception.
You have to sleep for at least probably 4 hours before you can pray again.
Right, I guess I'll sleep and pray.
Okay, you go to sleep. Do you go to sleep too, Rotund?
I put my stuff on guard as per usual and go to sleep.
Alright, Boggin, Titus, do you take guard?
Yeah, I guess we'll sleep in shifts.
Okay.
As per usual.
Yeah.
Can I get a
Occasionally
perception
snuggle
check
together.
from Titus and Boggin?
That's a fail.
Okay.
That's also a fail.
Alright, as you guys are keeping watch, it's rather dark out, but the moon is still pretty bright,
God, useless watchman.
keeping
Oh,
some
no.
of the sky illuminated. You hear a and you look behind you, and you see a big, bat-winged, lion, human-ish thing with a big barbed tail, and it points its barbed tail at the party, and I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative as it shoots its barbs out at you.
Oh.
You all wake up with the roar.
Oh, fuck. There we go.
You got
It
Boggin.
deleted my initiative.
It's there for me.
It's not there for me.
That's odd. Alright, gonna pull
When
you
you
guys.
change maps, it
You had 2 animals,
rid of it.
right? Rotund?
A buffalo and a deer.
A buffalo, and I still have one of my goats.
Okay.
Buffalo, bison.
Skeletal animal.
the?
Buffalo, my
Wait.
elk.
Titus, I think your initiative's 16, yeah? The 1d10
Yeah.
plus 6? I see it. It's
Yeah.
right above
don't see
Rotund's
it.
d20. You still gotta roll your initiative.
You mean on the,
Rotund.
I think he means
Roll
on the
d20.
initiative order. I'll just put it back on there for him.
Yeah,
So you roll
Oh, okay.
initiative.
thank you.
You got a 16.
I can.
By the way, all I have is a white grid.
Yeah,
You should have a white
Bridges
grid.
in the forest.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought there was a
Just
map.
make
And you
sure.
should see this thing looming above
Yeah,
you.
there's
Oh,
there's a thingy.
Like a manicore.
Is that what you call it?
did you say Manitor?
No, I just manticore.
Does one of you pick up that tower shield?
Meta, not like actual.
By the way, I have 3 dead animals.
What is your initiative? How did you roll a 0 on initiative?
You did. That was a mistake.
No,
Is it-
Boggin.
Yeah, his
He
other
did it
one.
Oh,
again.
Yeah, it was a mistake. It's yeah, I did double plus. I
Alright.
didn't realize.
Rotund, did you roll initiative? Where is it? 12? Edit? Did you roll a d20 for initiative?
Yeah, he rolled a d20. You gotta do a d10 plus your speed factor.
Math then. Rotund? You got a 6.
Speed factor. I don't know what that is. So
That-
This is
Whatever
the
action
action
was
you're
prepared.
taking.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna pull out my mace and get ready to heal if I need to.
So 1d10 plus. I don't know what your mace speed is.
Plus,
Whatever
I think
that
it's plus 6 off the back of my hand. What is your mace speed? I'm pretty sure it's the same.
Don't think it's
It's 6.
1d.
And then Rotund, can I get you a D10 from you, man? Rotund?
D10. Yes, I'm on.
He died.
I am disabled and cannot type out.
Or is a 9. Alright.
Plus 6.
And what the fuck? Plus 6. There we go.
Like,
This should be a 12. Yeah. There we go. What did you roll, Rotund? A 9?
Correct.
You doing a spell? Or...
No. I will just. I still need one more animal. I don't know if you heard me, but.
Alright. Rotund, you go first.
Okay. I have 3 animals. I would like the other third one.
You have 3.
I have a goat, a
Fish.
deer.
There you go.
This guy is large, right?
Yeah, he is huge.
Okay.
He is huge. Probably the biggest creature you've ever seen in your life.
what about like the
I
basilisk?
pray to God that I
It's
Compared to
way
the
bigger
basilisk.
than that. Way bigger than the basilisk.
I pray that I crit it.
Is he landed? Did he land?
No, he's in the air
The
flying.
long sword of God.
All right. I'm going to hide underneath my bison.
Okay, this one? You just hide underneath it?
Correct.
That's gonna kind of prevent you from, like, casting spells and whatnot. Are you okay with that?
I don't have any spells to cast.
Okay.
Like all of my spells are instant. So.
Alright, well, he goes, and he's going to make an attack roll versus all of you as he shoots barbs out of his tail. He hits Boggin with an 18. He hits the buffalo with an 18.
Wait, okay, is that damage
He
or?
misses, no, not damage. He misses Titus with a 9. He hits Mathin with a 15, I believe. What's your AC, Mathin?
4.
Don't forget about
Hits-
Rufus when you're doing these.
It's this skeleton. Oh, yeah, Rufus. Okay.
Oh God, not Rufus.
And Rufus, what's Rufus's AC?
With his head or his body.
Just what? His entire body. Yeah.
7.
7.
Oh,
He
no.
hits Rufus as well.
Oh God.
As Burb, you are hit for 1 damage with this little barb. It shoots into your leg.
Oh.
And your buffalo that you're hiding under is hit for 5.
There you go.
Titus is hit. Not hit, sorry. Titus isn't hit. Mathin is hit for 4. This one is hit for 6 as a barb shoots into it. Which one was this?
That was my goat, rib goat.
Goat dead?
Goat.
Alright. A barb shoots through its head, and a barb clanks into your knee, Mathin, as well, as you took that damage. So let's tick -4 off on your... We really need to fix your HP thing. Yeah, so... You're at 10.
Did my dog get hit?
No, your dog was missed. Boggin,
How
it
much
is your
damage
turn.
did it do to Rufus?
Alright, well, just gonna move up.
It
Or did it miss?
2
Well, it's
damage against Rufus.
Oh, 2. Okay.
All I do is move up.
You moved up? Alright.
Yep.
Mathin, what do you do?
Okay. I guess I would pull out my shield and help it protect me better.
Do what?
Not pull out my shield, but like I'll use my shield and put it pointed in the thing's direction.
Okay, so you just get your shield out and get ready to block a knee?
Block another one of those.
Okay. Titus.
What's
this.
the range on a bow?
He is well within short range, I believe.
But isn't he like in the air too?
Yes, he's in the air. He is in
Okay,
short
well,
range.
I'm gonna shoot at him with my bow.
see
Then
here.
I get 2 shots, right?
Yes. Where's your range go? I had it down. Did you delete your notes?
No, they're there.
Uh.
They should be.
Oh well. You are in range though. Give me a D20 to hit, plus whatever modifiers you have. Short bow range 60, 50, 200. Actually, he is medium range, which I don't believe you suffer any penalties. I'll have to look that up later, but with a 13, you miss. As you shoot an arrow at it, the first shot clinks off of the hide of the manticore. Is that a natural 20? No, that's a natural 19. That is a hit, though. As you shoot the arrow into the manticore, it sticks into its hide and it goes as he gets hit for 2 damage. And then Rotund, it comes back around to you.
Not exactly what I can do.
So you just continue to hide?
I'm going to enlarge my bison.
Okay, your bison is enlarged by 20%. All right. It becomes, I believe, a large animal at this point. There. It's enlarged.
Giant.
What is that? Kaiju?
The kaiju?
Yeah, from fucking like Pacific Rim.
Oh boy. So the manticore goes and it flies over to you, Burb.
Oh shit.
And it takes its attacks. It hits you with a 19 with its barbed tail sinking it into you for 6 points of damage. Burbicus, as the barbed tail kind of like slinks under itself as it's like flapping in front of you and stabs into your chest for 6 points of damage. And it's actually your turn, Boggin.
Alright, well, am I close enough to stab it?
You are close enough to stab it.
Alright, good old-fashioned stab then.
Good old
Cut off its head. You're gonna cut off its head or throw a sword again?
Fuck!
That is a miss as you go to stab at it with your sword or slash at it, whichever you choose. You miss as it flaps backwards for a moment and then flaps forwards. Mathin, what do you do?
I would leave my shield up, so I'm assuming I have to move slower. Now start moving towards what's his face, Boggin, after I see him take that hit.
Okay. Move towards Boggin.
Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. So I can actually do another action, can I? Only I can move
Wait, is
12.
it moving like? Hang on. It's moving from like here to here. Is that one tile or is that like
Where?
1, 2?
Show me.
A corner.
Right, hang on. Let me. Like here to here.
Don't.
Is that way or is that like that way?
Yeah, you can go diagonal.
Okay.
Like a
Yeah, I'm
chest.
actually, since I'm close enough, I'm gonna cast Cure Light Wound.
I didn't know
Don't
that.
lose it.
I didn't realize
So you
that.
cast Cure Light Wounds on him?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, give me a d8.
Wait, you could like. Hang on. No, never mind.
By the way, when you select your character, you can press space and you can like select.
You
where
heal
it's
him
going.
for 6 points of damage. As he goes from, 12
How do
to
I?
18.
No. How do I
So,
erase?
Titus, what do you do? Titus?
I'm gonna shoot at it again.
Alright.
Alright, well I can't erase.
Both
Yeah,
misses.
wait. So do erase. Go to your select tool, and then you can highlight it and delete.
Okay.
I missed both my shots.
Alright, you miss your shots as you go
Well,
to
not-
strike the manticore. Rotund, what do you do?
I'm assuming it hasn't landed yet.
It has.
Wait, what's my
It's
health
like
back up?
floating
Oh,
above
there
the ground while it flaps its wings.
Oh, I did.
So
miss
it's
that.
melee hittable.
It is melee hittable.
All right, I'm gonna have my bison move up to here, and I
Okay.
want to have my deer move up to here and hit. My deer can hit this turn.
Alright. Give me a d20 with your deer.
Whoops. Miss.
Miss as you go to attack the manticore. And it is the manticore's turn as it faces Burb with anger.
No.
What is your AC?
Mine?
What? Yes, yours. Burb.
Well, I said 4.
4?
We didn't hear it.
It hits you once as it takes its claw and strikes it against your chest for
17 damage.
2 damage as it scrapes it across the front of you.
Oh god!
Boggin, what do you do?
It's like a paper cut.
It is like
The old stab.
Yield stab.
the old stab.
And I get a second attack, I believe, at the end of this turn.
Yes, you do. That is a hit, Burbicus. As you slash against the front of the Manticore, doing 6 points of damage to it.
Wait, he gets the extra large damage, doesn't he? No, it's
Yeah, I did.
He's
roll
doing
extra
the
large
huge
damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's in the dice roll itself,
Oh,
not any modifier.
All right,
it's 1d12 instead of that's right.
Mathin, it is your turn as you are fighting this creature.
Smop it.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I moved 10 spaces. I did count it out.
All right, you move there.
Mm-hmm.
You avoided the Manticore, right? Like its radius.
Yeah, I went like. Is this in this radius? Like,
Not
tell
quite.
me if I
no.
went into it. Okay.
So you avoid the Manticore. Titus, what do you do?
I'm gonna move to there, and then can I still take 2 shots?
Yep. It's a miss and another miss. You're shooting your arrows and they're just not coming in contact with this Manticore. You get your second
Maybe you
attack
shouldn't
Burb,
be using your bow.
with your longsword.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna have my bison try to like drag him down,
Try and drag him.
like jump up and like snag its feet.
That's an 18.
An 18, that is a hit for 15 damage. You take your longsword and slash it across the front of the Manticore, doing 15 damage to it. It looks angered as you
It's now a small X
break
there.
against it. All right. So can you give me a roll to hit to see if you can kind of try and pin it with your bison? Have it like jump up. That is a miss as it goes to jump on top of the Manticore.
All right, deer.
The deer misses as well. It is
Throwing a rock. I mean,
You miss with the rock. The Manticore looks angered and strikes towards Burb with 2 hits. One tail strikes into your chest once again, and a claw rakes against your chest. The claw rakes for 2 damage once again against your chest, and then the tail comes in for a stab for 4, bringing a total to -6 to your HP as it strikes into you.
Ow.
that damage considerably.
Near Mike's fuck. Titus.
Boggin,
Alright,
what do
better
you
now.
do?
The classic, you know it.
That's a hit for 16 points of damage. You stab into the side of it, and it profusely guts out blood onto the ground. And it's still flying, just barely pinned to the ground, trying to flap its wings. It's just barely hanging in there, it looks like, as you just drain it of its blood.
Dude. Carry Boggin. Confirmed.
If I
Mathin,
actually hit, I kill shit. If I don't,
what do you
I
do?
stand there like an idiot.
I would.
Titus.
I would move right around here.
The mic's like stuck on, making a lot of white noise.
Yeah, somebody's like slapping the
Okay.
mic.
You just move there? Do you do anything else? Or you...
Nope.
Okay, you move behind it. Titus, what do you do?
Sorry, I just switched to my laptop.
Oh,
My phone died.
Jesus. Oh, God.
Okay, what do you do?
So loud.
Sorry.
Are you like hitting your laptop?
No, it's just garbage.
Oh, it's probably you clicking. Okay.
So, what do you do?
Yeah, no. 1 second. I'm lowering my input.
Output.
I'll just attack it twice. Shoot it again.
Unfortunately.
Oh, my God.
No dice as
So
you
sad.
shoot arrows feebly at it. Rotund, what do you do?
Same set of moves, except instead of bringing it down, I just want to hit it with my bison.
All right. That is a hit. Give me damage.
Bison does. DM. What does the bison do damage-wise?
It does the same, but with pluses as far as 2-hit goes, and pluses to damage. It gives a +3 to damage and a +3 to hit.
Okay,
So...
and also alongside that, it's enlarged, so it does 1.2 times damage.
Yep. So whatever you roll.
Roll a d4, and ooh, that's a...
So +3, it does 7 plus 1, right? 8. Does 8 points of damage, and rams its head down on the back of it, and it's just like holding on by like a limb here to life, and it looks angered. Attack with your deer. Miss with the deer.
The rock.
Looking desperate, it looks to the back, sees the bison. It looks as if it was gonna fly off and like maybe try and grab one of you, but instead it just desperately tries and strikes out with his tail at Boggin and its claws as well.
Every time.
3 hits, 1 crit. It crits you for 4 points of damage with one of its claws across your chest, and then it attacks you with its tail with an 8 point of damage as it stabs into your gut.
Oh, what the fuck? What did... Oh shit! I'm trying to set it to -2, but it's okay.
You're at -2.
There we go.
You see
-2.
Boggin stabbed in the chest and clawed against the front of his chest and brought to the ground, bleeding.
I don't have any healing powers at the moment.
Mathin, what do you do?
I would go behind it, try to swing at it with the mace, I guess.
Finish.
Give me a swing. You got back attack on it.
Alright, so what do I roll?
D20 +2.
Plus what? Okay. 1d20 plus 2. Oh
No, you go to swing your mace and you catch one of the barbs and it like flings you back as you go to attack it. Titus.
Get it. Get it, Titus.
Please.
Since I'm not having very much luck with my bow, I'm gonna try and hit it with my mace. Let me move forward first.
You're on Rufus, right?
Yes.
Okay. You go up with Rufus and go to smack it with your mace. Give me a roll to hit. That is a hit for 5 points of damage. You come up behind it, and we're gonna make this cool. You jump off of Rufus, and you come up behind its head and smack it in the back of the head with your mace. And it goes one last time as it falls to the ground. Its wings go dead, and it dies, dripping blood out of its head and its chest. Next to it, also dripping blood, is Boggin. Turns out.
If I can, I don't have any healing at the moment, but I'll see if I can at least stabilize the bleeding.
Give me an intelligence check.
And what do I roll? A
D20? Yes, for intelligence.
Oh no!
I'm dead.
You're not able to get his wounds
I think I make it
bound.
worse.
I'm going for it.
He bleeds out 1 point.
I'm going for it.
Or sorry, -3. Jeez.
I
Okay,
was-
Rotund, you managed to get him patched up at -3 HP. Boggin, you're hurt and you're unconscious, but you're not bleeding anymore.
Christ.
All right, can I raise this beast?
No. 1, it's not a natural animal. You realize as you go to raise it. 2, it's way outside your hit die range.
Can we? Oh wait, yeah, natural armor.
All right.
Is there a point in the game where I would have been able to raise something like this?
It has to be a natural occurring animal. If you ever get Animate Dead, which is a level 5 spell, which you get at level 10, or wait, no, you get at level 8, somewhere around there, you would be able to animate a monster, possibly.
I would ask Titus if he can let Boggin ride Rufus while he's hurt.
Titus?
Mini. Out.
Titus, you there? Tom?
Sorry, I forgot I changed it to push to talk.
Oh, it's okay.
I don't think Rufus can carry the girl and Boggin at the same time, plus all his equipment.
Oh, by the way, the girl is like screaming on the back of Rufus, like, "Ah! This entire time.
Okay,
Yeah.
can I try to calm her down?
Give me a charisma check. Wait, did you ever gag her? Oh, she's not. She's making action. Okay, she's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's a beast. Kill it!
She's calmed down.
And then like
one.
you go up to her and you put your hand on her shoulder and like Uncle Jeremy, Ron Jeremy style, you look in her eyes and you say, calm down. And she calms. She looks in your eyes and she looks down at her feet and says, okay.
The one time you can tell a woman to calm down and it works.
With a charisma check of a 1? Hell yeah, dude. All right. Yeah, no, she's calm. She stopped screaming, at least for the moment.
All right. I mean, I doubt, unless you guys want to check, I doubt there's anything of worth on him. I'm definitely already looting this boy.
He has his skin, his wings, his teeth, his eyes.
I'm taking the wings.
I want his teeth.
I'm taking his wings.
So you just start pulling, you start cutting pieces off.
Yep. No, I want the whole wing.
All right.
I want to cut off the wings.
All right. You start cutting off the wings. I can hear myself. I am the DM. I am here. I am alive.
I had the phone got unplugged and I got up.
All right. So yeah, you can cut off whatever pieces you want. They're really heavy, most of them, or really big where you can't like fold it in your backpack.
How much do like 3 of his teeth weigh?
Like his teeth weigh probably how much would these teeth weigh?
Like a gram.
Like half a pound, let's say. Half a pound.
Oh. I don't need all his teeth, just like 3.
So you take 3 teeth, that'll be 2.5 pounds. Alright, the wings are like so, like, it's not that they weigh a lot, they actually don't weigh, like, crazy amounts. They weigh probably like 10 pounds a piece. Not the heavy part of the beast, of course, but they're definitely kind of big. Like, what do you do with these? Do you drag them?
I mean, I can fold them up. Like, they're leathery wings, like bat wings. So I could realistically fold them up and just kind of stuff them in my backpack. But what I'm going to do is...
you like, it would stick out, because it's like, if you fold it one way, like, imagine you have a giant blanket, right? And you go and fold it in the backpack. You fold it really thickly, but yet it, like, still sits out the top, because you're...
Well, yeah,
it's like a backpack.
The idea. But I'm probably just going to strap them to my bison. Give my bison some wings.
You just strap them to it, like tie it up. All right,
for now.
Cool.
I'm gonna have
Your bison now has wings that like drag and sag on the ground.
Yep. I'm gonna.
It's frightening.
Actually, I would say I'm gonna get them like installed to like look like actual wings, but I would get killed for that.
Right. Trick out your bison.
Yeah, dude. Gotta pimp my ride.
So you guys are right here. It is nighttime. Do you go back to bed? What do you do? Boggin's unconscious.
Oh wait, hey Titus, you want to go hunting? Titus, you're on push talk, buddy.
Yeah, sure.
Sick.
So you go hunting in the middle of the night?
Yes.
Oh wait, it's the middle of the night?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I need to rest up.
You sound like a drive-through loudspeaker.
You're welcome. Here, let me switch back to my phone, see if it's working again.
Alright, so I'm gonna get a hunting check from him.
No, he said he's not gonna do it.
Oh, he's not gonna do it? Okay. Middle of the night. Jeez. Alright.
It's the only time to hunt.
Okay, is that any better?
Much better.
Yep. Alright. So you, give me a hunting check.
He just said that he's not doing it.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's not doing it. You take watch, Titus, or do you go to bed too?
I can take a watch.
Okay. Do you all go to bed and try to
do
remember?
the usual.
Okay. You all go to bed. You sleep through the night next to this manticore corpse.
Sleep inside
And you wake up, and it is day out, early morning. Breathe in the fresh air. Can do as you will. Memorize which spells you wish.
I already have them set up.
Oh, can I retrieve the arrows that I fired?
Yeah, sure. How many did you fire? Do you know?
Let me go back and count.
Wait, so how am I being transported?
Right now you haven't moved
Eight.
yet, but
Oh, wait, I can put him on my bison.
you can recover 4 of those arrows.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So what do you put Burb on your bison and head off, or
on my dead. Actually, no. I want to put the girl on my undead bison to watch her freak out, and we can give.
okay? You put the girl on the undead bison, and watch her freak out. Yeah, she definitely freaks out. She's on this bison that has these leathery batwing, manticore wings attached to him. She is protesting vigorously at this. Being put on top of this monstrosity. Her face is like bright red, and she's yelling and screaming at you various insults and trying to get off of it constantly. Unless you like tie her to the bison, she's like constantly falling off of it.
I definitely tied her to the bison. I'm not.
Okay.
Messing around.
You tie her legs to the bison, and she's attached to it.
She can fall off, but I'm not picking her back up.
Oh my god, I was muted. I was wondering why no one could hear me. I did a charisma check right there.
For what?
To get her to stop complaining about the bison again.
Okay.
That is my charisma. 13.
So you go to. So she like looks at you. She stops yelling insults, and she kind of goes close to you. She says, "Get me off of this thing now, please. I need to get off of this thing."
I'm gonna. Can I overhear this?
You're close by, so yeah, but she's talking to Mathen.
I'm gonna say no.
She goes, please.
Why?
I see, and she looks towards your neck, your holy symbol. You are a good man. Please don't make me ride on this monstrosity. It will taint my very soul.
I have a better idea. We can tie her behind her and she can just get dragged.
I can tame her soul if she wants her. Me too.
I agree with her, actually, and I would try to start untying her.
Okay.
No.
I'll keep her tied up. Like, her arms will still be tied and everything. It just won't be tied to the buffalo.
Then you can carry her.
Okay.
Because Boggin's on Rufus.
At this point, she looks willing to walk alongside you as long as she doesn't have to ride on that thing.
I'm not letting her walk.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
you let her. Hey, Necromancer, I got a deal for you. Let her walk, and if she runs, you can kill her yourself.
Are you gonna catch her for me? Because I'll halfway kill her.
Walk behind her.
Say anything.
Okay. I mean, all right. I'm gonna put my bison and my elk like right beside.
Does anyone? So Boggin's being dragged on Rufus. Does anyone
We're
heal
done
him
already.
or anything, or did you just?
I did. I healed him for 1 health.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
You're
No.
you're at -2 now. Boggin.
Guys, should I heal him again, or should I just? We can go to Reading. I think we can get there today.
What is this red potion that I have, by the way?
You're not sure.
Can I pour it in his mouth?
Yeah, he's unconscious.
I heal him for 8.
Oh.
Hold on. Do you pour it in his mouth before that?
I kind of want to.
What?
Nothing.
He already rolled for it, so go ahead and let him have that.
All right. For future reference, please announce that you're doing something before you just roll it. But you are healed to, I believe, 6? Yeah, you already did that. All right. You are healed to 6 HP. You are awake. You look around. You see the undead bison. You see it has manticore wings attached to it.
Jesus Christ.
Tip
Yeah.
my ride.
And you are in the group.
Never have ever seen something more simultaneously badass and fucking awful in my entire life.
All right. And do you guys continue? Or
Yeah.
anything to say, Boggin? You wake up. You're confused. Last thing you remember, you saw like a needly like tail coming towards your chest.
Did we
And then-
kill it?
We killed it. Its corpse is right there. I point at it.
You're
Super dead.
okay. And you continue onwards. All right. You get to about here, and as you get there, you see what looks to be many hundreds of men surrounding Reading. You're pretty far away still, but you can see off in the distance like tents and people.
Is there a way through that we can see, or is it like completely surrounded?
The town appears to be completely surrounded from what you're seeing right now. Looks like it's under siege.
Is there no gaps in their holding?
I mean, you're still pretty far away again, so like you're not You didn't go up and inspect, but you see a lot of people, tents, horses, wagons, maybe some catapults. I can hear whoever's talking in the background. Yeah, but you guys are still about 10 miles out. It's about midday.
Well,
shoot, that don't look good.
I say we go to war now.
And you charge?
No.
Is that one? Okay.
10 miles away. I'm not going to charge from here.
Wait, so it's like an encampment outside of it.
To war, buddy.
Yes.
Can we discern like any sort of identification, like anything? Like...
I'm assuming these are the Finhold soldiers.
Oh man, I wish I was a rogue right now. Can I multi-class really quick?
I actually made a rogue character.
So you see the standards of the similar Greyhawk with the spear in its side that you've seen in Fenhold. Above some of the tents and around the encampment.
Okay.
What I'm thinking.
So
you have?
When I got my stuff like appraised, well not appraised, but analyzed, was I like? Did he figure out the duration? Since like there's 5 attributes and I've only like discovered like what is that, like 3?
You didn't ask, but he told you it was a potion of invisibility for that.
Okay, I thought it was like okay.
If you're luck, you're either gonna make it through the city and be completely invisible, or gonna drink it and just turn invisible for like a second.
Do you need to go,
I was gonna
Rotan?
use it on the girl and just
no,
like...
we don't have to. And I'm just saying like this would be a good spot to like to stop, just because we have a lot of we've done 2 battles. It's been 3 hours. Nearly.
Has it? I don't.
Yeah,
7:30.
It's been 2.5.
Well,
yeah. All right. Well, we might stop in a little bit, but for now, what were you guys saying?
Right. Well, what I was saying is that I wanted to like use the potion of invisibility on the girl and like smuggle her into like past everyone into Reading.
So do you like give her the entire potion?
Is there a temple in Reading? Is there a temple in Reading?
How close are
like
we?
religious check.
Yeah. You don't really have to even make a check. There's probably a temple in most of these towns.
Can I figure out what temple it is?
We have to get into Reading first, right?
By doing a religion check?
You ever been to Reading?
I mean, I was traveling throughout most of the towns.
Give me a religion check.
Pilgrimage.
It smells smoke. Give me a religion check. No, you have no idea. If there was a temple there, you can't remember.
Oh yeah, at this point we are wanted in Fenhold, correct?
Yeah.
It's been just about the amount of days, so yeah.
I don't think these guards will know about us yet.
No, they wouldn't.
I mean, we can try to see if we can get in.
No. The thing is, whatever we say is like, oh yeah, we're merchants going into Reading. They're just say no, we're blockading them. This is how a siege works.
This is a very religious thing for me. A lot of me into Reading.
It's a religious thing.
Please. No, it's not actually a religious thing. I'm just gonna use that excuse to get in.
I don't know if you can hear me right now, but we don't look like merchants.
What are you talking about? My dead bison? Like a dead giveaway for mercantilism? Mercantilism? Can speak.
Okay. Can we go up to them without...
You can go up to the encampment. Do you guys all look while you're walking up? Burb, did you give her the invisibility potion?
Yeah.
So she drank it.
I give it to her, tell her like to drink it, and just like stay behind.
She turns completely invisible, and you can no longer see her as you feed it to her.
She's tied to my bison still.
Sure.
No, she's not.
Wait, no, she isn't. You let her walk, didn't you?
Well,
I believe that was discussed.
Report Mathen.
So she's completely invisible, Burb. You kind of got like. You're really close to her, so you can get an immediate hand like in front of you and feel her. Give me a d20 to see if you can.
I'm just gonna like try and like suddenly like hold her arm.
Give me a d20 plus 1 to see if you hit her.
Jesus
Christ. You have lost where she is, and you go to grab her, and there's nothing there.
Well,
why did we give her an invisibility potion?
Yeah, why did we
try to smuggle
I don't remember discussing.
If we walked it past the Findled soldiers, then...
Dude, we're 10 miles away from them.
I asked the distance. I never got an answer.
I said
You
10
said
miles.
10 miles.
I did.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
You see, this is like off in the distance. You're saying
I
like
don't know.
10
I
some
asked
people.
again. Like when I asked, I didn't get an answer.
Oh,
I need to listen to you guys more often and stop you from doing stupid shit.
all right. But she, do you continue to look for her?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I
Give me
probably
some.
find her.
Give me some rolls to hit to see if you
I didn't
can.
realize we're fucking.
Can I use my hunting
miles out
proficiency
still.
to find her?
Your what proficiency, Titus?
My hunting.
Just get, if you want to try and grab her, give me a roll to hit. You all have realized this girl has disappeared.
Are you serious, Balgan?
Okay, look. I asked how far we're out, and it sounded like we were like close. I don't know. it was
None of
being
you
described,
have
like,
grabbed her
Your
at this
boy.
point.
Miss.
She goes,
I critical failed.
Rotund, you reach your hand out and you feel something soft and squishy, and you're like, wait a second.
Bitch.
And she goes, my word! And you feel a slap across your face as she whaps you in the face
I'm
with
gonna
a slap.
punch her right back.
Give me the D20 to hit.
Dude. That's
You hit her. Give me a D2 for damage.
man.
Jesus.
You punch her square in the face as she rematerializes, and her face is now bloody in the middle of it, and her temple where you hit her.
Oh, there
She's-
goes that potion.
Okay.
I'm tying her to the bison. I don't care what she says. She's going onto the bison.
You tie her to the bison.
On like
Okay.
strap her
Tie it to
it.
the alive bison.
She,
not
of
the
course,
dead one.
protests. Yelling and screaming.
I'm
Tie her
dead.
to the living bison, not the dead one.
Nope,
Tie it
she's
to
going,
Rufus.
she's going to the dead one right now.
No.
Okay.
She's on the dead bison and she's strapped to it and she's gagged.
Strap her to the. Dead
Is
bison,
it a good idea
gagged.
to try and walk into a giant group of soldiers with an undead bison?
We're not walking in there. We can't. There's no way we're gonna get through unless we roll.
And my
Unless we
Discord crashed again, so I can't.
Can
hear
we
you.
look
Stop.
around to see if there's any weaknesses in this blockade? Any, like, gate
is that what
check
you're
or
gonna do?
anything?
I mean, you can do what you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do it.
Or you need like a perception, right?
You guys, you can give me perception checks to see if you see any holes in the as you walk around. So you spend the day walking, or the rest of the day walking around it, like 10 miles out, or do you go closer?
Okay, like I'm not an enemy of the state, so I'm just gonna approach the I'm just gonna approach
Okay.
the siege basically.
As
These
you,
soldiers don't-
See if I can't find a medic.
how close do you get? You get like in, you go in it.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
go in it.
As you're approaching, I assume you're going down just the road.
Yeah.
You see a couple of guys like perk up from like what looks to be a makeshift guard station. It's like a small kind of like wooden building, and they go, "Who goes there?"
Boggin, it's me. Me Boggin.
What
Okay.
state's your business?
I'm looking for a medic. As you can see by all the blood.
This is a military encampment.
Well, militaries have medics, and I have coin.
You
Oh.
pay.
The guard perks up. What color?
Wait, why don't we just bribe our way in?
Gold, silver.
He reaches an expected hand out.
give him a high five.
He gives you a look. Feel like you're on a game
I'll
show.
hand him-
It's show me the money.
I'll hand him like 20 gold pieces.
What? That's so much money.
His eyes open up wide, and he goes, "Appropriate." And he kind of nudges and to a couple others and hands them a couple of the gold pieces and says, "All right, go on in." Hey, if he goes, if anyone asks, you're a merchant, by the way. Gives you a wink, and you enter the encampment.
I'm just.
Do we have a name?
search out some kind of healing?
Okay, you can find a couple like clerics of war.
Ooh, those are pretty dope.
And
Hello, I am a traveling merchant. Unfortunately, I got a bit roughed up on my way to
They look at
a
the
nearby town.
pronged wounds in your chest, and you're like in full armor, right?
Yeah.
They go, "A merchant.
Oh, well,
What'd you get roughed up by, friend?" One of them, he's like a gruff, like older man in chainmail.
Say you're the bodyguard of the merchant group.
A very threatening porcupine.
Interesting. So you need health, happiness, joy.
Oh wait, what?
You want me to heal you then?
Definitely health. I'd appreciate.
Well, heals are healing is quite the value around this place.
Can I walk in? By the way, they don't know that we're criminals. By the way,
You go towards the town.
No, towards the encampment.
Okay. What do you do with the girl? She's tied to your.
I'm leaving the bison and stuff with Titus. I'm leaving everything with Titus.
Okay, Titus, do you stay back while they go in, or?
I'm gonna go into.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of cities.
All right.
So,
So yeah, they all enter the encampment and leave you with the undead creatures. One of them's a buffalo. It's kind of weird. But the girl looks confused as she's left with the kind of like strange barbarian bison riding old man alone.
I'm not that old.
You're 40. But she
Also, I'm still covered in blood.
Yep.
Shit. Color spray.
She looks scared as you all leave her, and you meet the same gate guard that Boggin has. Boggin will resolve what happened with the tent in a second. And he looks to you and says, "More Travers, oi. State your business."
I'm with the man that just gave you some money, I'm assuming, to get in.
Oh.
Yep.
He's part of our merchant.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah,
State your business.
He paid for us to get in. That was kind of part of the money.
Oh, he paid for himself, my friend.
Well, he has my money because I fight, and he doesn't want to, like...
Well, it sucks that he got your money.
Why did you set such a high price?
State your business.
I'd like to go find my master.
No civilians without authorization in the encampment, friend.
Okay.
Well, good thing I'm not a civilian because I'm a slave.
What? He looks to you. He goes,
There's a slight undertone.
There's no collar on your neck, and he kind of like scratches his head, confused.
I'm not a collared slave. I'm actually a pretty good one. I'm close to a servant, but I'm not paid. So I'm kind of like an angry butler type.
Well, you can wait out here for your master.
Or can I flip him a gold coin?
You flip him a gold coin, and he looks at you. He says, "He paid a lot more than this."
Yeah, he's a merchant. I'm not that loaded.
We're all merchants these days, and he kind of shakes his coin purse.
Burb, you retard.
Hey, look, last time I tried to get healing before, alright? I don't have a good gauge in the values, okay?
Handing out gold like it's candy. He shakes his coin purse.
How much money do I have?
A lot.
I'm gonna flip a silver piece at him.
He gives a cough as he grabs a silver piece and puts it in his coin purse.
A copper piece.
I'll pull off one of like the silver rings. And...
Oh, ooh! You hand him a silver ring.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at it. He goes, "Oh, pretty." He kind of plops it on his finger. Go ahead. Motions for you through. I'm gonna
ask him where the medic.
I'm with them the whole time watching this.
We got Medicus over that way, and there are clerics over that way if you're more magically included, if you know what I mean. And
by the way, I'm not paying for this guy behind me, and I walk in.
Wait, what did you say?
I said I'm not paying for this guy behind me, and I walk in.
He goes, "All right, state your business," as he goes to Mathen.
I'm religious. I want to see the temple in Reading.
Even those of your order, and he looks to your holy symbol, need to have official business, and he gives you a look and a smile. If you're coming in here,
stab him. Do it. No balls.
I don't have a knife.
Hit him with your mace. No, do it. No balls.
All right, what do you do?
Pretty sure it would be lawful to.
No, it would not be lawful to strike down this corrupt guard, but
wait.
The lawful punishment.
Technically, we're fighting on the war on the side of Reading, so technically we are at war.
Did you?
Don't know that.
Did you declare? I mean, a sneak attack with a mace in the middle of war is still pretty unlawful.
How many people is there around him, by the way?
May I pay for my way in?
Wait, how many guards are there?
He rubs his hands together in like a kind of like money fashion. He's like, looks at you, expecting.
I am just a priest. I'll give him 30 copper.
He looks at you. He's like, "Come on, buddy. We all know what's going on here."
Okay, 31 copper.
He goes, "I ain't no peasant. You see."
Okay, fine. 3 gold pieces.
She's tied up unless Titus untied her.
Alright, can I give 3 gold pieces?
Okay, so we're gonna actually play this out. You get it. He basically asks you for like 5 gold and lets you in if you give it to him. Okay, Titus, explain what you're doing. The whole thing.
So I got a little tent in Beans' thing, so I set it up for her. Let her use my little shiny mirror that I like to look at my stuff with. Let her use it. Give her some food. Then I go up and ask her, "So, you ever been with the tribesmen?"
Roll a charisma check.
Roll a charisma check, just like he said. Yep. You have been accommodating, so I'll give you a -1.
Nat 1.
Is that including my negatives for being a beast rider?
But you still pass, I believe, unless your charisma is like.
My charisma is like
9.
9. I still pass even with my.
And let me roll a opposing charisma check. All right. Titus, she falls into your arms, and I think we fade to black as we go to the end of the session. All right.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, no, that's what happens.
I think Titus gonna want to bring her with us.
We're done for the day.
That's beautiful.
It's my just starting to gray hairs, man.
By the way, 40-year-old, 17-year-old. Just saying.
Oh God.
But still, at heart, he's still 23.
It's medieval times. It's legal.
Regardless.
Legal.
Good session. We'll
Wait,
pick.
before we call,
Yeah.
can I buy my healing, please, real quick?
Yeah, sure. He looks for a donation. How much do you give him?
Donation.
Donation. I don't know how to.
Give him money.
I just hand him. Hang on. Well, what's the conversion of silver to gold?
10 silver per gold piece.
Okay, I hand him my 80 silver.
Hand him 80. Oh, he heals you. He puts his hands on you and he goes, "Thank you, my son," and he heals you for one point of.
How much?
1 point.
I don't feel all that much better. I feel like I got ripped
money
off.
back. Rip off.
He goes, "My son, the gods have granted you what they will."
Stab him.
Don't stab him.
Dude,
And yeah, we fade to black as I calculate XP. Do you guys want to say anything to our viewers?
Wait, real quick. How many guards were there at that guard stand?
How many guards? 3.
Yeah.
There's 3 guards.
Yeah.
We could have killed them, Mathin.
I mean, there's a lot more people like in the encampment, but there's 3 like watching the road.
Are they close enough to notice?
Yes, they're right at the front, like right
And
next to it.
as an encampment, like I'm pretty sure, like you start a fight, people hear a commotion, they come investigate. Suddenly you have a small army, soon to be a large one, fighting against you.
I got bored yesterday, and I made up a random character. I want you guys to look at it.
So, all right, do you guys have anything to say to our viewers before we leave?
Titus, we're not bringing her with us.
By the way, Titus, give me a Constitution check, and we're ending the episode there, guys.
Gotta see.